Good afternoon and welcome to Wembley Stadium. Yes, the Heed Army podcast is back here for a second year in a row with our beloved Gateshead FC. It will be an absolutely amazing time here. The sun is out, the sprinklers are on, and the Heed Army are out in their masses to our left-hand side. My name's David Gaddess. I'm joined by Mark Carruthers. Mark, we've got the pleasure of doing this again for a second year in a row. Who would have believed it? And we'll go into this one with a bit more optimism than last year.
Yeah, I think it was more hope last year, wasn't it? You think of the squad that went out last year. You think of you think just how it was decimated really by suspensions and cup ties and such. People cup tied and stuff like that. And then this year, I mean, it's quite the opposite. There's only one player missing in the entire squad, which is Will Johnson, who's gone back to Fleetwood after picking up an injury in training. So everyone else is fit. And you look at the squad. I mean, it's literally as strong as I think you could have got a Gateshead squad. They really couldn't have asked for much more. It's a strong side that's going out, even though I seem to have lost my team sheet.
It's here between us. We've got one. That's all we've got is one between us.
Okay.
Yeah, so there we go.
Cost cutting?
There's cost cutting here at Wembley. Just like to say a big thank you to Mark for joining us all this season once again. This is a massive privilege for both of us to be able to do this from here. And for those of you that can't be here or unable to watch wherever you may be in the world, thank you for joining us. And we hope that we can bring you the results that we all crave. Of course, we'd like to right last year's wrongs, but it feels like there's been some wrongs towards the end of the season, Mark, with the decision that didn't go our way by the EFL and the council and everything in between. But of course, we can put that to bed today with Gateshead's first ever trophy. And it would be here at the home of football, dare I say, the home of world football, Wembley Stadium. We have the teams. I'll go through the visitors first. It is Nick Hayes in goal, Jamie Clark, Joe Newton, Jamie Osborne, who's the captain, Joe Sabara, Callum Maycock, Mark Beck, of course, is familiar to Gateshead fans when he played at local rivals at Darlington and also played in a few other places as well. Therese Shade, Jay Ben, Nana Boateng and Alex Whitmore make up the starting lineup. On the bench for the visitors is Aaron Flavahan, Matty Warburton, Gus Mafuta, of course, former Gateshead player, Joss Ladderby, John Benton, Richard Stearman and Finn Howell. And the Heed line up like this. It's James Montgomery in goal for the second year in a row here at Wembley. Robbie Tinkler, Regan Booty, Callum Whelan, Kenton Richardson, Ed Francis, the captain, Greg Ollie, Ben Warman, Dejon Brown, Joe Grayson and Luke Hannant. On the bench is Nathan Harness, Louis Story, Tom Allen, Marcus Denanga, Kieran Evans, Jack McBride and Jack Stott. And Gateshead was slightly changed strip here today. They don't have their familiar black shorts. They're all in white lower down from the normal home strip of the season. So will that bring us some luck? Who knows? You know what football people are like. And there's Simon O'Rourke of Tyneside there who's down to cover the game as well. Sorry?
I'm Jeff Brown.
And Jeff Brown. I didn't see Jeff Brown. Well, Jeff Brown's a lot smaller. He's not going to listen.
There's nothing wrong with that. All right?
Yeah, I know.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Just before we go any further, we'd like to say a massive thank you to our sponsors, Northern Print Solutions, who have been with us for about 10 years now, and they've enabled us to broadcast, whether it was on Spreaker and now on StreamYard via YouTube. And without them, we wouldn't be here. And we'd like to give this heartfelt to say thank you to everyone at Northern Print Solutions. And of course, to our partners at Patrick, the sportswear company. They have decked us out. They sent some new tops, but unfortunately, they only sent Mickey sizes. So we couldn't wear them, but it's got a lovely podcast themed bag. But no, it's we'd like to give our thank you to them as well. And we'll mention that a little bit later. Mark, strong side, looking at it, strong bench.
Yeah, firstly, I just want to say I'm a big fan of the fact that despite the fact that this is the plushest turf in English football, we still have just men walking around with forks, just prodding it.
They've been they've been prodding for quite some time between the two games.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I have to say it is Wembley Stadium. You wouldn't expect anything less than a plush pitch, and of course you wouldn't even know a game had been already played on this afternoon. And just to give a feel of how it is here, it's hot. It's very hot. It's humid in the stadium. I think it has actually cooled down somewhat from what it was earlier on, but there will be water breaks in this game. Of course, we've seen that in the earlier game where Great Wakeren Rovers against Romford, and Romford come out 3-0 winners in that game. Not the best first half. Second half, Romford were worthy winners, but it was also good to see the atmosphere building. There's a few fans from either side have stopped as well, which is nice to see. And the heat is still filling up to our left-hand side here, and Solihull are on our right.
I should answer your question now.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yes, it's a strong bench.
It is.
No, I mean, you look at it, there's options all over the place. If a defender needs to come on, you've got options. Midfield, there's certainly options there. And again, looking further forward, Kieran Evans, Conor McBride, Marcus Tananger, and Tom Allen, to be fair, can play in a forward role, one of the 3 forward roles. So, unlike last year when Mike Williamson was forced to look to his bench and see basically kids, near enough, he's now looking to his bench. Rob Elliott is looking to his bench and seeing some serious options.
There's strength in depth there. There's experience. There's pace. There's everything there on the bench if he does need to change it around. And of course, you're allowed 5 substitutes in the FA Trophy. So I would imagine with the heat and the way that it is here at Wembley at the moment, that will be taken to full advantage by both sets of managers. And we've seen Rob Elliott on the pitch being interviewed by the TV cameras. Both teams have went through their warm-ups. They're down the tunnel now. We'll be waiting for them to come out. And Mark, we've got a bit of a phrase that we've been, I don't know if we're famous for it, but at the stadium, Gateshead Stadium, we always say we're not blessed with replays, and today we are.
Yeah, I don't think we're famous for that, Dave.
No, but infamous, but we do say it a lot.
Yeah,
and a contentious decision.
Yeah, it'll be nice to have that little delay on the monitor in front. If anyone from Gateshead is listening within the club, which they're probably not because they're all here, but if they can just maybe sort that for the stadium for next season, do you think?
And heated seats.
Yeah,
heated seats.
And drinks delivered to us.
That would be very nice.
Pretty much snacks as well.
Yeah, just sustenance. We don't want to be too spoiled. We just want to be kept topped up.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you're just joining us, of course, we're very privileged and honoured to bring you the full match commentary here from Wembley Stadium. And it still feels weird saying that, even though we've been here before last year, to be back and doing this it's a real privilege. And we can look across. There is a standing section now.
There is, and they're really going for it, by the way.
They're going for it. They're in the sun, the Gateshead fans. I hope they've got some suntan lotion on. They are absolutely in full voice at the moment. I'm sure it'll get louder when the teams do come out. But it is just something magnificent to take in. And if anyone does listen to this back, I hope you remember every little nook and cranny of Wembley when you walk in, because you just never know when you're going to get back. Of course, we've made it 2 years in a row, but it's rare for a club of our size. And this has just been absolutely amazing. And the journey this season with this set of lads, Mark, has been nothing short of phenomenal. We've sang the praises from day one. It's a special group, though, Mark.
I think it's been one of the running themes of this little spell in Gateshead history is that good things happen to good people, and I always believe that. And I think that's what you've seen at this football club. We can go back as far as we want, to the 5-6 years ago when the trouble started, but you look at it now and you just think like, wow, this club is in a good place despite recent events. There are good people trying to move it forward, from the management team to the top level of the club, to the players, to the staff and volunteers. And the deserved days like this now, no matter what happens over the next sort of hour and a half, whatever it is, this is a big moment in the football club's history, bigger than last year. I firmly believe that. And if they can come out on the right end of it, these guys will go down as legends. I think they already are, but they will go down as legends.
Well, I think we are ready for the teams to come out. The flamethrowers are going. There might even be fireworks here at Wembley Stadium as Gateshead and Solihull Moors walk out past that famous FA trophy. The flames are going, and I'm sure we're going to have fireworks in a minute. But Greg Ollie, the captain, once again for the second year in a row, leads out the Tynesiders here at the home of football. And there is the fireworks going off here at Wembley Stadium. There's fire in the air. There's fireworks. Will there be fireworks on the pitch? Stay with us for full match commentary here on the Heed Army podcast. And I'll say it one more time. We're at Wembley Stadium. And at the moment, Rob Elliott out there with his children as well. A lot of mascots out there, family members and people that relate to volunteers at the club. It is a special family club. I know everyone says that about their own club, but at the moment, this is where memories can be created and hopefully legends are born, Mark.
Well, it's there, isn't it? It's what's there to be today. It's someone to write their name in the history books and go down and Gateshead folklore. This group and groups previous have already done that with title wins and FA Cup wins and such like. But today, to do it on the biggest stage in English football is something very special. And I would love to see it for Rob Elliott. You know, he's come in and picked up the pieces after the previous manager's departure. Him, Carl Magnay, Louis Story have done a wonderful job to get the club to this point, to get them in the playoffs, and that wrong needs to be righted at some point. But for today, it's about trying to right the wrong that happened here last year, where Gateshead, by their own admission, didn't turn up. They didn't do themselves justice, but the next 90 minutes is a chance to do that with a stronger side.
Well, I'll quickly mention people that have. I cannot read out the messages at the moment. Thomas Dolman has messages, Cow Daly, and from we've got Catalonia branch, the Heat Army Catalonia branch messaging. Anne Scurfield, we've got Sean Parry, and I think we've got one more at the bottom as well, Alan Guest and Carol Skipper. Thank you very much. They're going through the with the handshakes with the dignitaries. That's nearly over, and we are not far off from hearing the national anthem here at Wembley Stadium. And we will see how we get on in the next 90 minutes once we get the national anthem sung here at the stadium. Well, the flames are going up again here at the stadium. That was the national anthem. The players are going to go through the handshakes. I'll quickly go through the Solihull Moors side again. It's Nick Hayes in goal, James Clark, Joe Newton, the captain, Jamie Osborne, Joe Sabara, Callum Maycock, Mark Beck, Therese Shade, Jay Ben, Nana Botang, and Alex Whitmore's starting lineup. On the bench for Solihull, it is Aaron Flanagan, Matty Warburton, Gus Mafuta, Josh Ladderby, John Benton, Richard Seaman and Finn Howell. And this is how Gateshead FC line up here this afternoon. James Montgomery in goal, Robbie Tinkler, Regan Booty, Callum Whelan, Kenton Richardson, Edward Francis, Greg Ollie the captain, Ben Warman, Dejon Brown, Joe Grayson and Luke Hannant. On the bench, Nathan Harness, Louis Story, Tom Allen, Marcus Dinanga, Kieran Evans, Conor McBride and Jack Stott. And the handshakes are over, and now we're going to wait for the teams to, I think they're going to have a little team photo here on the pitch, and then we're going to be getting underway, Mark.
Yeah, great atmosphere building, isn't it? And exactly what we wanted. It's a great day. It's a proper perfect Wembley Cup final day. Let's just hope Gateshead can do themselves justice. I mean, we'll look at that starting lineup, and it's such a strong side. I'd argue that, barring maybe one change, that it's probably up there with the strongest he could have put out. What a moment for Greg Ollie, first Gateshead captain ever to represent the club twice at Wembley and to lead the club out at Wembley. You've got to think he could be a key player in this game. But, for some players, this will be the last appearance of the club. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, it's at that stage of the year when, of course, contract renewals and even transfer interests will be incoming.
Well, you got like Dejon Brown as well, as obviously on loan. He'll go back to Derby, and who knows where he goes from there. There's obviously interest from elsewhere, so we shall see how that plays out. But a big moment. You look at this side; it's full of control and full of poise, good energy out wide, and it's a big day coming.
And of course, we haven't talked about not the elephant in the room, but obviously Solihull Moors were here 6 days ago. Unfortunately, lost the playoff final to Bromley. arguably the better side on the day, but just couldn't get it over the line. They had an extra time in a warm weekend last weekend, and they've had the disappointment of that as well to get over. So do you think that could come into play today?
I don't think so. I think there's enough professionalism in that squad. There's enough determination to move on from that, and I don't think it'll have any impact. This is a different game completely, and I think they'll be as determined as Gateshead to get the win and lift that trophy in about 2 hours' time.
Well, it looks like Gateshead will be shooting towards the Solihull fans here in the first half. They're all in white with the black trim of the Patrick strip, and Solihull Moors in yellow and blue. And the referee. Oh no, we're not. To lie, we are changing ends here. As both goalkeepers caught unaware, they're having to run back to get their towels and water bottles. So we are going to be shooting towards the Gateshead fans in the first half. Well, there's a lot of talent in the Gateshead side. We know that. There's been a lot of interest. There's lots of scouts on a home match. As we see the electric radio control car bring out the ball here. Of course, sponsored by Azusi, the FA Trophy, and it's a little Azusi truck.
Nonsense.
So, yeah.
Absolute nonsense.
Oh, there we go. Turned round. And can you believe someone's paid to do that, Mark?
Imagine it broke down. How hilarious would that be?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they will have double-checked the batteries. But as I say, Solihull Moors there in a huddle there at the moment. Gateshead have already done theirs. And we are moments from kick-off. The referee wants everyone lined up ready to kick off.
Well, we're already 2 minutes late.
Yeah, so. Well, it's going to be an exciting one. Gateshead versus Solihull Moors FA Trophy Final 2024. And the sun is absolutely basking over the Gateshead end of the stand. And we're underway. Solihull kicked off and put the ball out to the left-hand side. And the ball pumped forward by, I think I'm trying to see the names and numbers here from that one. I think it was Whitmore. But at the moment, Gateshead get the ball. Warman gives it to Booty. Now Francis gives it to Grayson. Now in the familiar pattern of what Gateshead do, passing it around the back. And getting a feel for the ball here. Solihull not pressing either at the moment. Crossfield ball, nice vision to find Hannant on the right-hand side, brings it down, plays it back to Kenton Richardson. Richardson plays it into the centre where Robbie Tinkler can play the ball out here to Warman on the left-hand side, back to Grayson. Now Kenton Richardson. Whelan gets his first touch. Tinkler. Grayson has the ball. He can look to send Dejon Brown through the centre. Dejon brings it down, lays it off to Ollie. Gateshead bringing forward edge of the box. The captain, Greg Ollie, goes for a shot, takes a deflection, and it's been passed back to the keeper who will clear it in turn. But Gateshead finding a little bit of space there already.
Yeah, good start. Really good start. And Greg maybe could have got...
Well, the ball out to Whelan, right-hand side, puts a cross in. It's a deep one. Dejon Brown's there to challenge for it, couldn't get to it. It falls to Warman, left-hand side of the box. Pulls it back. It's good for a first-time shot from Booty. He didn't actually cross it back across. And now Solihull Moors try and marshal the ball forward, but he's took it right to the corner flag and hooked it up the pitch towards Mark Beck, who does win the ball and nods it down. And now Solihull Moors on the attack, but there's Robbie Tinkler to intercept and play it back to Montgomery.
A bit naive there from Gateshead getting caught forward, but we know that's how they like to play. They like to try and force the issue. Really good start, to be fair, from Gateshead. I think
that's the skill set that Mark Beck will bring to the table.
Yeah.
A fantastic aerial and strong centre forward, and he'll bring his teammates in. Grayson looks to give it to Booty. Booty now puts it into the centre. Dejon Brown. It skips away from him. Ollie nods it to Whelan. Whelan looks up. He's got Whelan. Hannon on the right-hand side. Hannon puts it into the centre. Oh! Dejon Brown was sliding in, and it went out for a goal kick. But Gateshead, they started sharply, Mark.
Yeah, really have. Great ball in from Luke Cannon. He can't do any more. Dejan Brown trying everything to get in the end of that. Well defended in the end. I think the defenders just put him off. But what a start from Gateshead.
Well, Nick Hayes goes to get the ball. He's not in any hurry at the moment.
Oh, I think someone's got a touch on that as well, you know. Oh, it's a corner.
Yeah.
I think it was a corner.
It does look that way from our replay, but Hayes, all in orange. His goal kick goes right up. There's a Beck wins the header, but Tinkler lays it off to Francis. Francis has to get a spur into a second gear there to get to it, but Gateshead can bring it forward through Richardson. Richardson's got space to go for with the ball. Gives it to Dejan Brown. Brown just caught there, napping and dispossessed, and Solihull Moors look to get the ball moving around the back themselves. We know they play a similar style to Gateshead, but they do have that target man to aim for as well. Ed Francis intercepts in midfield. Booty does well to get past his man with the ball. He gets it back now. Francis gives it to Grayson. Tinkler.
Gateshead settled really well here.
Yeah, they've got right into their rhythm of the style of play that we know. They like to reset and play it around the back and try and draw the opposition onto them where it opens up gaps in midfield and the defence. But Regan Booty gets the ball in the centre of the pitch, plays it through to Whelan. Lovely first touch, gets it to Ollie. Oh, just too much on it. And the ball has been pumped out to play on the far side for a throw into Gateshead just inside the Solihull Moors half. Of course, we're 5 minutes in now, into the 5th minute, and it's still 0-0 if you are joining us. Tinkler. Grayson brings it forward left-hand side of the pitch, puts it to Warman. Back to Grayson. At the moment, Gateshead letting the ball do a lot of the work at the moment. And we've seen in the first game here in the FA Vals, a lot of players pulling up with cramp. It's one of those type of days. So how will the heat affect people in the later stages of this game? We'll find out. But Grayson has the ball on the halfway line, left-hand side of the pitch, pings the ball through, looking for Whelan. Dejan Brown gets onto the ball that was left. Now Luke Hannant crosses the ball in, towards Booty, but it's headed clear. And Dejan Brown wins the header. Is it going to be kept in by Hannant? It is. And Kent Richardson can just turn, give it to Francis. And now it's just reset again at the back through Robbie Tinkler. Booty back to Tinkler. Gets a dominating possession at the moment.
The one thing with Solihull that was kind of pinned up before the game by broadcasters here was how dangerous they are on the break, and they look comfortable sitting in here and trying to do exactly that to Gateshead. So Gateshead have got it. It's a good ball.
Well, Ollie's got it in the centre, quickly dispossessed though by Sabara, and now it's played back to Whitmore. Solihull, Sabara again, just trying to turn and move, plays it across the defence to James Clark, and it goes back to Hayes. Now, Solihull Moors trying to pass the ball forward themselves. They do so. Played inside and Gateshead intercept in midfield. Gets the ball to Dejan Brown. It just don't think he was expecting Ed Francis to get to that one. Then out it goes for a goal kick.
It's a lovely idea as well from Ed Francis. Really lovely idea.
Gateshead trying to move and zip the ball quickly. Is on the big screen. It was the manager, Rob Elliott, shouting instructions at his players, and some beautiful Gateshead fans up there on the big screen at the moment as we await this goal kick to be taken. And Solihull Moors have the ball, comes off Luke Hannant on the far side. I think it's Hannant. There's no Whelan, sorry. Hard to see the numbers from here, isn't it?
It is little. It is little.
Well, throw in on the far side, taken by Solihull Moors. Whitmore plays it back to Hayes. Hayes puts it out to Clark here on the right-hand side for Solihull. Back to Hayes. So two very similar styles of play. Both teams looking to move the ball with purpose.
Not being rushed, are they?
No, not at all. And Gateshead trying to win possession back, but Whitmore has the ball. Comes to Clark. And he's got Ben in front of him on this right-hand side, but there's a runner through the centre, and it goes up towards Beck. Kent Richardson. Well, he goes down and he's given a free kick as Mark Beck, wily old striker, used his skill set there, shall we say?
Yeah, I think that's going to be a feature of the game, you know, that crossfield diagonal towards Beck, trying to work him in. Gateshead got to be a little bit cuter than that.
Well, free kick here about 30 yards out, left-hand side. And this is the first set piece. We know they've got the aerial danger men in Whitmore and in Beck. What can their delivery be here? This would be their first real attempt at getting the ball into the Gateshead box.
Well, at the minute, Mark Beck's about 2 yards offside.
Well, it's been lofted over towards Whitmore. Whitmore wins the header, puts it into the... Well, it's been deflected out and cleared by Warman. And Gateshead can push out and try and get their shape. Crossfield ball going towards Beck. Montgomery comes out and collects. Wasn't the greatest delivery in towards Beck.
A few Gateshead players appealing for offside. He was nowhere near. With 3-4 yards on there.
Well, Tinkler brings the ball forward. Francis. He's got Hannon on the right-hand side, who he uses. He's hugging the touchline out there. Gives it back to Richardson. Tinkler. Tinkler gives it to Grayson. Warman, left-hand side, can bring it forward. Men on the inside. There's Ollie. Francis. Back to Grayson.
Oh, switch was on.
Ollie gives it back to Grayson. Gateshead just comfortable passing the ball at the moment. We're seeing both Whelan, Booty and Ollie playing high behind as the ball comes through towards Booty. Booty trying to get through.
But less on it.
Yeah. But we're seeing a very attacking formation from Gateshead here. It's very similar to what they've done all season, but that midfield does seem to be sitting higher.
It is definitely trying to force the game higher, aren't they? You can tell.
Well, Kenton Richardson gets the ball to Francis. Francis back to a lovely bit of skill from Kenton Richardson. And he brings the ball forward himself, lays it across to Grayson. Booty drops deep to get involved, gives it to Tinkler. And Tinkler now gives it to Hannant, back to Tinkler. Gateshead just trying to prize an opening here in the midfield of Solihull Moors as Warman plays it inside. Lovely first time touch out to Whelan. Whelan left-hand side driving towards the box. He's got the overlap who he uses, and Warman didn't continue his run, and the ball goes out for a goal kick. But there's some nice ideas happening out there at the minute.
Yeah, just a little bit too much on that from Callum Whelan, but it's really well worked down that left-hand side. Ben Warman's made a lovely run and just a little bit overhit.
Well, it is still 0-0 here. Just entered into the 12th minute. As Ben plays it back to Clark. Across the field to Whitmore. Furthest man back for Solihull, ball the goalkeeper. Sabara's dropping deep to get involved. He has the ball.
Some player.
Oh, yeah. Very impressed with him. Same with Jamie Osborne as well, as Beck holds the ball up on the halfway line and it comes off Kenton Richardson and out for a throw-in on the halfway line. Gateshead trying to keep the pressure on, and ball's played all the way back to Hayes. Clark brings it just forward here on this right-hand side of the pitch for Solihull Moors.
Good pressure on Gregor.
Yeah, it is. Sorry, I've been to Sabara. It was not Sabara, it was Osborne before. But yeah, both players very, very good. Clark on plays inside, comes off Ollie. Goes out for a throw. Ben wanted to take it quickly, but his teammates have now got forward and he's going to dry the ball off and try and launch it, I think. He throws it to the closest person. But the action spoke otherwise, but now Osborne brings the ball forward. He's got men on the left-hand side here, right-hand side. Ben plays it back inside. Now Solihull Moors on the edge of the area trying to get the ball in and around Gateshead, and at the moment Solihull Moors camped out on the edge of the area, but the ball forward wasn't good enough, but it's been picked up by Solihull Moors, the headed clearance, and now crossfield ball over to the far side there, chested down, brought down well and played inside to Maycock. Gateshead trying to win the ball back, but Solihull Moors doing quite a good job of keeping possession. There's a man here on this right hand side. He does get the ball now. Ben Warman was over to close it, and it's the best spell we've seen from the visitors, but the cross in, not the visitors, the opposing team, as it were. James Montgomery collected that one with ease.
I mean, both sides can claim it to be a new home, can't they?
Yeah, they can. Well, Grayson on the ball. Gives it to Tinkler. I'd say there's a good maybe 100, 150 from each section from the teams before stayed to watch the game, which is nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course, it's non-league finals day.
It's always a feature of finals day as well. It's great to see. Gateshead need to switch this ball a little bit quicker, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if they're just trying to feel them out and, probe here and there. But at the moment, Solihull Moors, every man inside the Solihull Moors half at the moment. Gateshead just happy to pass it around the back at the moment. Ben Warman's in acres of space here on the left-hand side. The switch is on, but the ball works its way over through Grayson to the left-hand side. And Booty now has the ball. Nice footwork from Booty. Takes it inside. He's got Warman, who he uses. Warman turns his man, does very well, but Ben did well to get back and mark him. But Booty now, he tried to play it through, and the ball cleared by Solihull Moors up the pitch. It's going to be kept in. No, it doesn't. It goes out off Markbeck's head, and it's a throw in to Gateshead. Quickly taken.
Regan Booty had a chance to play that in straight away there.
Yeah.
The weight of the pass was perfect, just to knock it.
Well, we have Hannant. It's just got the ball from Whelan. Tinkler in the centre circle. Gives it to Booty. Booty, nearly threaded the ball through to Ollie. Francis picks up the loose ball. He's got the ball back. Plays a ball out to the right-hand side. And he's in acres of space there. Luke Hannant gets the ball back from Whelan. Francis chips the ball over towards Dejan Brown. He's nearly gets past his man. But the keeper comes straight out to collect. And there's the famous chip pass that we've seen so many times from Mr. Ed Francis. But if you're just joining us, 0-0 into the 16th minute at the moment. Gateshead having a lot of possession, but Solihull Moors showing that they are dangerous on the break, which we already knew before the game kicked off. On the far side, Therese Shade plays it into Whitmore, who can carry it forward. Ben. Jimmy Clark goes for a ball through the centre, looking for the run of Sabara, but the ball goes straight out of play for a goal kick to Gateshead. I think both teams will be relatively happy with the game management. They've both set the stall out, not Gateshead to be more attacking and Solihull to hold their shape, and it's the way the game's panning out at the moment. It
is very much, There's a pattern being set very early on. I think Solihull Moors willing to allow Gateshead to enjoy the majority of the possession and then try and hit them on the break. And, when they're getting the ball, it's a little, not much more direct, but a little bit more direct than Gateshead. But I think you're right. I think both managers will be over the moon.
Ball over the top for the run of Dejan Brown, but it's intercepted, but the loose ball picked up by Booty. Ollie lays it back to Grayson. It's inside the Solihull Moors half. Grayson gets it back from Booty. And now ball played to Whelan. It was a poor one. And Beck, good footwork for the big man. And Solihull Moors keep the ball moving. Sabara tries to play it to Beck. Gets an intercept though, and now can get on the break. As Whelan on the halfway line has Dejan Brown. He has Hannant to his right-hand side. He uses Hannant. Hannant now needs support. Gets it through Kenton Richardson. And at the moment, Gateshead still in possession. Grayson. Oh, finds Ollie in space on the edge of the area, goes for a shot, and Hannon was trying to, Whelan was trying to pick up the loose ball. Hannon keeps it in on the far side, does very well and gets a foul, and it's a free kick right on the touchline on the far side.
Now, I'll tell you what's interesting about that is that the linesman actually gave a handball against Hannon.
Did he?
For grabbing the ball as he went down. I'm fairly sure he gave it a different way.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a free kick over there on that side, though, and it's about 5 yards up from the edge of the area, but out on the wing, out on the touchline. So Ed Francis with an opportunity to put a delivery in. All the Gateshead men starting to line up on the edge of the area there. We've got Kent Richardson sitting deep to pick up any balls that get cleared. There's Ed Francis. He's now ready to take this one. And in comes the delivery, headed clear though. And Gateshead trying to close down the clearance as they do as a player goes down, and a free kick has been given on the far side.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, because of the size difference between the sides, the Gateshead's delivery is going to have to be perfect. You know, they can't just whip it in and hope. It's going to have to be picking someone out and intelligent runs made in the box, because I mean, Solihull are quite considerably bigger than Gateshead, I would suggest, as a side. Yeah,
there is some physical battles going on out there at the moment, and that's a great ball out to the right-hand side. Ben has the ball. Beck is coming in on the far side. Warman does enough to disrupt Ben, and the ball's being cleared. But that's the dangers that they pose.
He did very well there, Warman. It was good. Good get back. I mean, he got caught out initially, we should say, but he's done well to get back in and block that off. I think he's put the full back under pressure, hasn't he?
He certainly has, as Ben has the ball, plays it forward, and Gateshead put the ball out through Grayson, throw in halfway inside the Gateshead half in front of us here.
Good noise from the Solihull fans.
Yeah, they're getting themselves noisy. Of course, their second visit in 6 days here at the Wembley Stadium. Now, Maycock carries the ball, has to lay it off. At the moment, Osborne puts a crossfield ball to the far side. It's not bad, brought down by Shade. Terry Shade up against Hannant, ball through, down. It's going to be pulled back on a dead ball line. Too much on it, though, but there is going to be a man there to pick it up. So pressure from Solihull Moors, headed behind by Grayson for a corner. And that's the first time we've really heard the Solihull Moor fans come to life.
Yeah, good pressure. Just two underwhelming balls in the box. That, you know, you look, both players have got more time to pick someone out there, just haven't done it. But good pressure building here from the Moors.
Well, we've got a corner coming in here from Osborne, the captain. Beck is in there. He's one of the targets. He comes in, wins the header. And it was
Beck.
Was it Beck? Was it?
Yeah.
Yep. It was Beck that got the header. And no, it wasn't. It was Whitmore. Whitmore that got the header there. I couldn't see the shirt number. Of course, he's similar hair to Mark Beck.
Well, I apologise.
Yeah. Well, Grayson brings the ball forward now. Tinkler gives it to Grayson. Booty, left-hand side. Back inside to Grayson. It's crossfield ball on. If you've seen it, but Dejon Brown gets the ball through the centre, and he's still got the ball. Ed Francis picks it up. Edge of the area, puts it out to the right-hand side. Great vision. Hannant, can he bring it back across? He can. There's a man at the back post. Oh, great defending. Absolutely brave. Wow. Well, Ed Francis was coming in there to try and header that one in at the back post. And the Solihull Moors player just gets in and nicks it away.
Was it Whitmore again?
I think it may have been, but this is a corner. Greg Ollie in front of the Gateshead fans. He's going to whip this one in.
No, it wasn't. It was 20. It was Ben.
Ben, the wing back, got back to help. Ollie whips one in. It's up in the air towards back post. Keepers all day. And they're trying to break quickly. Solihull Moors, but goalkeeper now only just distributes the ball. This ball brought forward by Osborne. Osborne just turns. Sabara passes it back to Whitmore. Whitmore carries it over the halfway line. Just going to see the crossfield ball again here to Ben. And the ball is going to be kept in by Ben. Nice bit of footwork to get it through, but Grayson. Oh, and he's being turned. There's a shot off, and straight into James Montgomery's hands. Well, it was Nana Boateng there that just read the bounce well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, but also Grayson just a little bit naive, and he's defending now. He's just got to take control of that. And, I think he's just got to head it clear. He's tried to bring it down, and I don't think it was ever on, really.
Well, Grayson now can bring the ball forward for Gateshead. Out to Warman on the left-hand side. Still inside the Gateshead half at the moment. As Grayson gets the ball back. Booty gives it across to Robbie Tinkler. And at the moment, Gateshead building again. Regan Booty plays it across the defence to Tinkler. Tinkler sees the run of Ollie. And he just couldn't get on his toes to turn to run for it.
Lovely idea, by the way.
Well, Solihull Moors bring the ball forward now. They go for a ball through the centre. Boateng picks it up. Still inside his own half. Plays it back to Whitmore. And now Newton can bring the ball forward. There's a runner on the far side. It's being seen, but it goes through the centre towards Sabara. Tinkler wins the header. Brilliant. And gets it to James Montgomery.
Brilliant there, Tinks.
Great stuff from Gateshead's number 2. There's Montgomery. Plays it across to Grayson.
I do think it's been a cracking opening 25 minutes. Exactly what I thought it would be in terms of the movement, the pass, and the dynamic of the game. Yeah, I think it's been a fantastic opening 25. Certainly better than last year's final at the start.
Oh, yes. Definitely. But at the moment...
Not that that's difficult.
No, I know. It's still 0-0 at the moment. Grayson with a crossfield ball. He sees Hannon in acres of space. Will the ball get there? It does. He nods it forward, looking for the run of Ollie. Ollie does well again in front of his man. There was a push there, but it goes out for a throw to Solihull. You can push with a shoulder, you know. We are going to have a water break here, of course. It is very high temperatures down here in London. And once again, we'd like to say a big thank you to our sponsors, Northern Print Solutions, who have been with us for over 10 years. We wouldn't be able to broadcast if it wasn't for them. So thank you to all the guys there at Northern Print Solutions. And, of course, to our partners, Patrick, as well. They keep us decked out in lovely stuff. If you can see the team strip, and I've heard a whisper on the grapevine that next season's strip is absolutely gorgeous. But let's say we are having the water break here. 25 minutes gone, and both teams taking a chance to have a little bit of tactical talk and a little bit of water on board, and hopefully we'll be back underway very, very shortly. Also, as well, if you'd like to subscribe to the Heat Army podcast, we will be live on Wednesday evening, we think, to talk about the aftermath of the FA Trophy final here. And please do join us. Let us know what you think. Send in your messages and get fully involved. And that's the end of the water break. And we're about to get back underway, Mark, in a second. And, well, as the Solihull Moors keeper is only just coming over now to get some water, as if all the other players are going back.
Yeah, I think Rob Elliott and Louis Story, Carl Magnet, probably just asking for a slight upping of the tempo at times. Not easy in these sort of temperatures, admittedly, but I think, Gateshead have found a way through at times. It's just that final pass. I mean, unlucky with the Francis chance at the far post, but I just think that they can get in down the sides here quite, not easily, but there are routes in there. I don't think we're...
Well, Greg Ollie's found himself in, quite a bit of space, and just got to find the right time to turn.
Yeah, 100%. We saw that before with that attempted pass from Robbie Tinkler. If Greg can take that touch, then he's not far short of being in on goal.
Throw taken, we're back underway. Gateshead win the ball through Whelan, puts it back to Tinkler. Tinkler has to put it back to Montgomery.
Just making sure he's awake.
Yeah, it's not quite the heroics of the, was it the Crawley goalkeeper last week that had to deal with a harshly hit back pass, but James Montgomery more than capable for that one. And now Tinkler gives it across to Grayson. Out to Warman. Warman's got space to turn and run as he does. Ollie's on the inside. He's got Booty on the outside. Gives it to Booty. Booty pulls it back across. Oh, it didn't get through to Ollie, but it hasn't been cleared yet by Solihull Moors. And Gateshead try and win the ball back, and they do through Hannant. And he gets it to Kenton Richardson. Very switched on at the moment, Gateshead players. Alert for that second ball. Ball through for Whelan. He gets there. Left-hand side of the box with a little flick. He tries to back heel it. And, it's been kept there. It was chased back. Hayes has to clear it. They tried to avoid the corner, but nearly...
There's a ball there, ref.
Well, it's a free kick to Gateshead. And Gateshead have got it underway already. Richardson pats it out to Hannant. Far side. On the halfway line with Richardson. Tries to pick a ball through the centre of Dejon Brown, but Whitmore's more than enough to intercept that. But a ball over the top looking for the run of shade on the far side. He nods it forward, and this could be a yellow card for Kent Richardson. Did catch him after he nodded the ball forward. Don't think it is going to be yellow. Could have been.
Clumsy more than anything,
Yeah,
wasn't it? I think it might have clashed heads, actually.
Well, Therese Shade is down at the moment. The referee is Sam Allison. Is over there now, just assessing how Therese Shade is. He's holding his nose there. As you say, just a coming together. Clumsy more than anything. But another opportunity for Solihull Moors to get the ball in the box. It's about 35 yards out on the touchline on the far side. And we know their aerial threat. Oh, well, my family's listening in. Love yous too. But we await this free kick. Whitmore and Beck, the two looming targets one would suspect. But Boateng is hovering around as the man to possibly come round the back here as the ball goes towards Whitmore. Whitmore wins the header. It has been picked up though, and Gateshead didn't manage to clear it. They do now. Appeals for handball there from the Solihull Moors fans. I didn't quite see it, but Boateng now gives it to Jimmy Clark and back to Ben.
Stop the cross.
As Gateshead try and push out here, as Ollie doesn't win the ball, and free kick given, and has he got caught with a bit of a trailing hand there on the tackle? Ollie's down as well. He's going to get up, and it's another opportunity for Solihull to put another cross into the box. It looks like he got an elbow to the neck by the sounds of it there, Ollie, in the collision. Yeah.
Oh, he did as well.
Yeah, it's a
great turn, by the way. Really good turn.
Yep. Well, free kick to be taken. Big men on the edge of the box again. In comes the delivery. It's going to go towards the back post. Nodded down, but there's Whelan who can boot it away, and Gateshead can regather the shape. Osborne, the man to get back and get the ball under control for Solihull. And at the moment, Gateshead just having to watch him go over there as the ball goes played over to the far side for Therese Shade, nodded down by Hannon to Montgomery, and we've got Nicky Booty listening in from Ibiza. Thank you very much.
Now, normally at this point, I'll say I bet it's warmer where they are.
Yeah,
I'm not so sure today.
I know.
I hope he's having a good time. Actually, I think Regan started really well, just playing in this left side pocket here.
Yeah, he has. He's been involved heavily as Tinkler has the ball, gives it to Grayson. Warman on the halfway line, gives it back to and Richardson can now pump the ball out to Hannant.
That's good.
Ollie's got time to turn, pass the ball to Whelan, right hand side. Whelan takes a touch, brings it inside. Tries to thread it through and cleared, but only as far as Francis. Francis on the edge of the area gets it to Ollie. Lovely first touch. He tried to thread it through to Dejon Brown, and it's been cleared now as Boateng up against Grayson. Grayson just gets in front and passes it back to Montgomery. And we've got Joe Main listening in from Menorca. We only need Majorca next to get the full set of the Balearics.
Sorry.
Ball played forward for Dejon Brown.
Ball forgets that.
Well, Ollie picks up the loose ball. He drives into the box, puts it across towards Whelan. But the ball clearance falls to a white shirt as Grayson can give it to Booty. Booty to Francis. Francis got time to turn. Plays a ball out to the far side. It's lovely. There's Luke Hannon, first time cross in. And it goes right through. Unfortunately, there was nobody there challenging. And Gateshead moving the ball quickly to the flanks. Into the 34th minute. 0-0 if you are just joining us here. Wembley Stadium. Gateshead versus Solihull Moors FA Trophy Final 2024. And I hope the Gateshead fans have got suntan lotion on, because there's a lot of them with the tops off over there, and it's definitely a warm afternoon. Ball back to Hayes for Solihull in the goal. Plays it out. Now brought forward. Just seeing Solihull try to build themselves, and Gateshead have to watch out for the runs of Mark Beck, who lays it into Boateng, and the ball comes out to this far side, and Penn puts it in. And it goes through. And Hannon puts it behind for a corner, and it just gave us a little bit of a heart attack. But once again, we know that you have to fear Solihull on the break, because they can move that ball quickly.
We should probably say, for anyone listening, not watching, it was absolutely nowhere near an own goal.
Nowhere
from
near
the angle we're at.
Yeah.
It looked close, yeah. Really good break again down this right-hand side. That's where the dangers come, hasn't it? This right-hand side.
Ben's finding space, isn't he? But we're going to have a corner from the far side here. On Solihull Moors. Once again, the aerial threat will be what they're trying to get in there. Tinkler does very well to get in front of his man, but it goes back out to the corner taker, and he crosses it in from the corner of the box towards Whitmore. Whitmore wins the header. Gateshead managed to nod it away, only as far as Whitmore. Whitmore gives it to Ben. And now it's back out with Boateng. Maycock lays it off to Whitmore, and at the moment, they're just passing around his shade, gives it to Jamie Clark. Camped out in the Gateshead half for Solihull Moors at the moment. Gateshead holding a good shape at the moment. As patience is the virtue for both sides when out of possession. Solihull have the ball on the far side. Maycock plays it out and played back to big centre back. And as Whitmore receives it, and he's going to put it out to Jamie Clark as Warman tries to close down, and it's played all the way back to Nick Hayes in the Solihull goal. Well, Whitmore under pressure from Dejon Brown, and the ball goes straight out, and well, appeals for a Gateshead throw, but referee says no. Come off Dejon Brown.
Not so sure it did, you know.
Yeah, it's a tough one to call, that. Long throw taken and bouncing all the way through as Tinkler. Lovely footwork, turns his man and lays it off to Regan Booty. Regan Booty to Francis, out to Warman. Gateshead moving the ball fast themselves as Warman carries it over the halfway line. He's got Gregory out on the left, but he puts it into the centre where Francis has the look of the full field here, gives it to Whelan. Whelan now out to Luke Hannant. Back to Francis. Hannant, right-hand side, does well to control it, tries to get past his man, and it's going to be cleared by Solihull Moors, but can Gateshead pick up the loose ball here? Kenton Richardson and Robbie Tinkler just mopping up. As Tinkler receives the ball from Francis. Grayson. Ollie's on the left-hand side at the moment, following that run earlier on. As Gateshead try and bring the ball forward. It's been kicked out for a throw to Gateshead. Carl Magny and Rob Elliott barking instructions on the touchline. Richardson gives it to Whelan. Whelan gives it to Tinkler in the centre circle. Just crosses the halfway line with the ball. Whelan gives it to Richardson. Tinkler. Gateshead trying to get men forward here as the ball comes out to Ollie. And now, has that a foul? Referee says yes and pulls it back.
It's a poor challenge, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's about 10 yards in the Solihull Moors half from the halfway line. Left-hand side. It's been taken as Grayson gives the ball to Tinkler. Moved out to the right-hand side with Richardson and right out onto the touchline now with Hannant. Looks to keep the ball going across the defence. It's with Grayson again. Warman gives it to Grayson. Plays it through to Ollie. Ollie holding the ball up well. Trying to bring other players into the action, but Ollie gets it back from Francis. Back to Francis. Whelan can turn. He sees Dejan Brown with a run. Oh, Ollie's got the ball into the area. He shoots. Pulls it wide. Oh, the keeper seemed to be in no man's land there for a second when he struck it. And, Ollie couldn't get it on target from the edge of the box.
Best chance of the game so far. And honestly, with that right foot, you just think when he gets in the edge of the box and he's unmarked, you think he's going to score. I've got to be honest, when it left his foot, I thought he had, but it just drifted narrowly past that near post. Such a good chance. That illustrates perfectly what Gateshead are about, by the way. That lovely pass and move, that midfield, just the little triangles and the passing and movement. But, great chance.
Still 0-0 here at Wembley Stadium between Gateshead and Solihull Moors as Gateshead win a throw in here on this left-hand side. Quickly taken. Tinkler puts it across to Kenton Richardson. He's got space to carry the ball forward. He's got Hannant on the right-hand side. So Ollie comes in on the far side to get involved. Now it's back with Tinkler, who's got space to carry it forward himself. Booty drops deep to give an option, and he's used. Now it's out with Grayson. Booty getting forward as Francis has the ball now. Grayson gives it to Whelan. He's got time to turn. Can he pick out a pass? He's surrounded, but gets Booty out to the left-hand side. Warman puts the ball in, nods the ball down, and Whelan tries to get in front, but well played from Boateng to just get his body in the way. The ball's being cleared. Mark Beck wins the header, nods it on, but there isn't a runner, and Gateshead can calmly nod this back to James Montgomery. Tinkler now finds Richardson. Grayson just crosses the halfway line with the ball. Gives it to Warman. Francis is deep to give an option. Warman has to play.
That's good.
Yep.
Nice and controlled.
Gateshead just trying to create different spaces on this. The ball's out on the right-hand side with Luke Hannant now. Up against Therese Shade. Plays it inside to Kenton Richardson. Richardson carries the ball forward himself. There's Dejan Brown on the edge there. He tries to lay it to Greg Ollie, and the ball's just been nicked away, and Gateshead trying to close down. Far side as Therese Shade has to play it back to Whitmore. Whitmore scoops the ball clear. Gateshead win the header, and Mark Beck couldn't get the better of Robbie Tinkler there, and Gateshead using the triangular patterns that they do to get themselves out of trouble, and now the ball can be brought forward by Booty. Booty gives it to Whelan. Whelan tries to get it through to Dejan Brown. Keep us off his line.
It's a lovely idea from Colin Whelan.
Yeah.
I think it's just skipped off the turf, hasn't it? And just span away from...
favoured the keeper, didn't it? He was quick off his line. Charles Woffers listening in. Thank you very much.
Span away from the keeper like a what, Dave?
Like a West Indian spin bowler. There's the ball. We got it in. Mark Beck wins yet another header, but he did foul Grayson in the process. He's not happy with the decision.
I think it's an unfortunate one that, I think Beck's only got eyes for the ball. He's not really looking at Grayson. It's not great. Don't get us wrong. It's a collision, but I don't think it's an intentional one. I think Beck's unlucky there.
You know, big centre forwards often get that decision to go against them, don't they? But hopefully he's all right, Grayson. He's holding his head. And his dad's in the crowd there, Simon Grayson, just on the screen now. So there you go.
Oh, interesting stat.
Yes, it is. He's won 5 of his 7 at Wembley finals as a player. Of course, good manager as well. Oh, Grayson just receiving treatment at the moment. So we're into the 44th minute. Some players taking an opportunity to take a little bit of water on board where let's stop it.
Oh, actually, it's knee in the face, but I think it's just because Beck's got up.
Yeah. Is it? Oh, I don't know if he's caught him in the shoulder there. Like,
no, I think
is
it? It's definitely his face.
No, we can. Now, Joe Grayson, he's up on his feet. And there will be some stoppages added on. There has been 2 water stoppages in this. Well, there's 1 water stoppage, wasn't there? So, and this stoppage here. So you'd imagine there might be 1 or 2 minutes added on here at the end of the first half. And we're getting very close to that shortly. Well, we've got Arvid listening in from Norway as well. Big thank you to everyone that has joined us this afternoon. As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, it's an honour and a privilege to do this, let alone twice, as it is for any Gateshead game, may I add. As a free kick is going to be taken by James Montgomery.
I don't think it's the right time to be messing around at the back now. You're in injury time. Just get it forwards and see what happens.
Well, James Montgomery is going to take this free kick, and then hopefully Joe Grayson can come back on. Yes, Joe Grayson's back on Gateshead, back up to the full 11 on the pitch as the ball kicked out on the far side. That's poor from Solihull Moors as Ed Francis says, slow it down.
Which is funny because at the same time, Rob Elliott's saying, get forward.
Yeah.
We'll see one of Greg's.
Oh, we're going to see one of Greg Ollie's long throws here.
Kenton Richardson taking the Louis Story role, 3 minutes added on.
Yeah, that's going to be that man to nod it forward. In comes the ball. Up in the air. Can Gateshead nod it on? They have done, and it's been cleared by Solihull Moors. I think it was Mark Beck that was the man that cleared it, but Gateshead pick up the loose ball. Can they keep the pressure on as Grayson gives it out to Whelan? Whelan takes a touch, gives it back to Grayson. Gateshead have players forward, but they've got to try and work into that space as Francis gets it back out to Booty. Nice ball to Warman. Warman looks and puts the cross in. There's nobody there at the back post, but it's been headed clear and it's going to be picked up by, Greg Ollie nearly chipped it past his man, but Gateshead trying to win it back on the edge of the area and nearly do, but it falls to a yellow shirt, and now Whitmore anywhere will do, and it goes out. It's been kept in by Luke Hallant, and it hasn't. It went out, and didn't see. We've got 3 minutes out on.
Yeah, I did literally say that, Dave.
Did you? Sorry.
This is the success of our partnership on air, isn't it? Communication.
It is, yes. And obviously cricket knowledge as well comes in very handy.
One of us has cricket knowledge. Dave.
Yeah, I know. When you try and get your facts out and get them wrong. As Grayson brings the ball forward, gives it to Warman. Warman, nice little pass to the Booty. Booty pulls it across. It's Deshaun Brown. Oh, he couldn't clear it. Ollie. Oh, lovely movement from Solihull Moors. Moved it quickly in and around the box and cleared now up towards Mark Beck. And Kent Richardson does get it to Hannant, and Tinkler can just go back and get it up. That's a couple of times there where we've seen that whizzing ball across the box, and you just need somebody there to get a shoelace on it.
It is literally that as well.
Yeah.
The deliveries in the box have been excellent. Just can't get something on it.
Well, we're into that last minute of added on time here in the first half. As Kent Richardson gives it to Robbie Tinkler, centre of the pitch, plays it across to Grayson, who doesn't seem to be showing any ill effects, but he's ball through to Deshaun Brown, edge of the area. He brings it down. Can he pull it back across? He can. There's... Yes! Gateshead take the lead just before half-time.
Regan Booty.
Regan Booty. Oh, the man, the myth, the legend. Gateshead take the lead at Wembley Stadium, FA Trophy final. And Regan Booty was in the right place at the right time. The hard work from Dejan Brown paid off. And there he was, scoop it home into an empty net. Oh,
Fantastic build-up play. What a ball from Joe Grayson to release Dejan Brown. Fair play at the youngster, because it's an unbelievable first touch to pluck it out of the air. It's a brilliant cross as well. You know, he could have just blasted it. We were just talking about it. The cross is in the box. Booty, great determination. He's really wanted to get there first, and it's not pretty. It's bobbled in, I think, by the look of it. But I tell you what, who cares?
Yeah, it's in the back of the net, and Gateshead have a 1-0 lead here, and I'd imagine that is probably the last bit of action we're going to see here in the first half. And Mark, the heart is racing.
Well, half-time's going to come at a good time, and not just because I need the toilet.
Oh, there we go. Well, there is still action to be played. The referee hasn't blew the half-time whistle yet. And Solihull Moors, what do they have in answer for the heed? As the Gateshead fans to our left are in full voice at the moment. Whelan wins it back in midfield. And now Gateshead just passing it around. Nothing silly at the moment. Kent Richardson calmly gives it to Robbie Tinkler. And there's the full half-time whistle. Gateshead take a 1-0 lead through Regan Booty. Oh, Mark. I was about to say at half-time before that goal, regardless of what happens, it's been a better performance of the first half than what was in the whole game last year.
100%.
And at the moment, that goal just brings everything to light and the excitement to the forefront.
It also means that Solihull have probably got to come out a little bit more, which can open up space for Gateshead. But I think that's a really mature first half performance from Gateshead. They've obviously learnt lessons from last year, and it was a different squad. But as a club, as a squad, as a management team, or those who were involved last year as well, you can see there's just a little bit more control and a little bit more maturity, I think is probably the right word to use.
Game management.
Yeah, game management's the exact word, or phrase. So great first half, but still work to do.
There certainly is. Well, we need a toilet break, and I need to be able to calm myself down. It's been amazing. Thank you for joining us so far. There's a lot to be played. This game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. There's another 45 minutes here, and Solihull Moors, they're a side that has to be respected. But at the moment, Gateshead take a 1-0 lead into half-time here at Wembley Stadium. A sentence I didn't know I would be saying, but I'm very happy at the moment. We'll have to see how it continues here. But at the moment, we are going to have a little bit of a coffee break, and we're going to go radio silent, but we're going to play a couple of adverts for our social medias.
The Heat Army podcast needs your help. No, we don't need money. All we need is you to do one simple thing. It'll take less than a second. If you could hit that like button, the subscribe button, and share whatever post that we put up regarding Gateshead Football Club, it'll go a long way in helping the show build and ultimately helping us push the club to the moon.
Well, hello there. We are back. Got myself composed. It's hard not to get too excited here, but Gateshead do lead 1-0 at Wembley Stadium in the FA Trophy final. Solihull Moors are already back out onto the pitch. There is only a little bit of the pitch left in sunshine, and that will be James Montgomery's goal here in the second half. Both teams shooting towards their rival fans here in this one in the second half, and at the moment it's been a composed, good performance from Gateshead, but as we've mentioned in commentary, Solihull Moors are dangerous on the break, and Gateshead do have to stay switched on for that. The aerial threat from Mark Beck up top as well is something that has to be monitored, and don't give them too much space up near the back three. But at the moment, Gateshead's game plan has been working well, and we go into the second half with a 1-0 lead. We still wait for Gateshead to come out here in the second half. So they're still in the changing room. Wasn't many Gateshead players warming up. They are having a little kick around now. There was quite a few Solihull players warming up in the half-time break. So does that give a clue to Solihull might have a change coming early in the second half? Of course, they have played 2 games here in 6 days. Did have extra time. There's a lot of minutes in the legs of Solihull Moors, but they are supremely fit, and we know they are a good side. And at the moment, the Gateshead fans still bathed in sunshine to our left. And Mark, they'll be enjoying every minute of it.
Yeah, very much. It was a really interesting first half performance from Gateshead, because I just thought it was full of... I'm just part way through doing my report for the Sunday Sun, and it's a controlled performance. It's a mature performance, is what I've been saying to a few people.
There was never anything overcommitted.
No. And also, I mean, we talk about there is considerable threat from Solihull Moors. You know, as Bar is an unbelievable player, probably for me the best player in the league, or one of certainly. You know, Beck's physicality, and even Whitmore from set pieces, and you know, Boateng's a little bit of pace in behind and stuff. But Gateshead have, I wouldn't say nullified it, but they've sort of kept them at arm's length at the moment. The one thing that you need to do here is Gateshead need to keep them levels up, and they need to make sure they stay high, continue doing what they're doing so well during the first 45 minutes, and try and see this home. And you know, if they can get a second, then you know, hopefully that'll kill it off. But I think we both know, Dave, there's enough in this Solihull Moors side to threaten Gateshead, where they'll have to stay true until the very, very last kick of the game.
Well, you only have to look at how far they got in the playoffs. They got to Wembley last week. They do have something about them. They beat some good sides along the way. But we're back underway here as Ed Francis gives the ball to Kenton Richardson. And Gateshead get back into their familiar pattern of play, passing it around the back. Although they do go through the centre as Ollie turns, gets the ball to Booty. Booty, if he looks up, he's got Whelan. Whelan on the space at the edge of the area. Tries to thread it through for Dejan Brown, but Whitmore was there. Sabara tries to turn.
That's not foul.
And Gateshead pick up the ball in midfield. And they have to just get it back under control. As Tinkler plays the ball over to Kenton Richardson.
Oh, Conklin made a great run there. I do wonder if you may see Solihull Moors coming on a bit further to Gateshead now and trying to really press them.
Well, if they do, it'll, you know, obviously open up the game a lot more. But at the moment, Gateshead back in their pattern of play. Ball through to Whelan. Whelan puts it out to Hannon. Hannon tries to thread the ball through to Ollie. Hannon tries to close down as they're coming together. It was clumsy, both no foul. Ball played back to Hayes. Hayes gets the ball to Clark there.
Get a high press here.
Yeah, they're really pushing here. And Hayes' clearance is a long one. And Gateshead pick up the second ball. Oh, they don't pick up the second ball now as they bring the ball forward as Maycock drives on the right-hand side. He gets it through to Boateng, and it comes in and Mark. Oh, and it's put round, and there was a foul there. It goes out for it went out for a corner, but it did look like a player was caught off the ball there. And it's a corner to Solihull Moors, but I think Beck should have done better there. In front of goal.
There's your warning sign, Gateshead.
Yep.
Because that really, really, really should be 1-1. Is he offside? No, he's not. It's a brilliant run.
Yep.
brilliant run from is it Boateng?
I think it's Boateng, yeah, and he puts it across there and just lost his footing, didn't he? Mark Beck. But the corner's going to come in on the far side.
They're keeping 3 up.
Yeah. A lot of movement in and around the box. In comes the ball. It goes towards the near post. It's cleared by Gateshead only as far as one man. Great save from Montgomery. Hooked clear by Dejon Brown. And Montgomery called into action when needed.
Yeah, I mentioned composure at half-time. Gateshead just need to keep theirs here. Really good start from Solihull.
Yep. They've got the ball on the far side of a throw-in. Right-hand side of their pitch. So Shade plays it back. Whitmore gets the ball forward to Newton. Newton out to Boateng, who finds himself on the left-hand side this half. Maycock. Newton. Back to Maycock, left-hand side of the pitch. It's going to go across the defence to Clark. Clark takes a touch and brings it forward. Gateshead sitting deep at the moment, but the ball wasn't great, and the ball's picked up by Gateshead, and now Ollie driving forward with the ball. He's got Booty on the far side. He's got there. Dejon Brown's busting a good to get in the centre. Can he get the ball to him? Back to Ollie, edge of the area. Gets it back to Booty. Booty now tries to thread it through. Whelan, edge of the box and goes down. Referee says no penalty, and it's going to be cleared now by Solihull Moors as they don't launch it out to try and play it out, and Gateshead trying to apply the pressure as the ball goes over the top on the far side, and Ben can try and see that, but it gets put out for a throw on the far side.
Craig Ollie seemed adamant. Adamant it was a penalty.
Well, Gateshead showing they can break as well, but at the moment, Solihull looking to keep the ball moving. Whitmore. Didn't get the ball at all, did he? But at the moment,
seen them given.
Boateng plays the ball back to Whitmore, committing a lot of men forward at the moment. Solihull Moors. Maycock puts it out. Clark gets it back. Maycock. Gateshead closing down a lot of angles here, making the ball go backwards. As James plays it back to Whitmore. Across to Newton. Has to play it all the way back, and that's great from Gateshead. Stop the ball from moving forward. Hayes plays it out. Whitmore has the ball. Gateshead with a high press here as Osborne plays it across. Now Sabara's driving forward as Bregan Booty, clumsy, goes into the back of Sabara, and it's a free kick 10 yards inside the Gateshead half.
Just got out a little bit too easy there. Gateshead's press wasn't as effective as it normally is.
Well, it's a free kick. I'll say about 10-15 yards inside the Solihull Moors half. Gateshead half, sorry. Right-hand side of the D. 51 minutes have gone. It's currently Gateshead 1, Solihull Moors 0. Goal scorer Regan Booty has a yellow card. As Osborne looks for a run. He didn't see the run of Sabara there, but they're still in possession. Maycock. Newton's in acres of space here on this right-hand side. It comes to Whitmore, who brings the ball forward, gives it out to Newton now. Whelan, really high press from Gateshead. It's man-to-man at the moment. They want to stop this ball getting forward, and they win possession. And now they turn it into attack. It's Ollie, brings the ball forward. He's got Hannant on his right-hand side. If he looks up, he can get it there. Here's Hannant. Now puts it back across. Ollie, oh, he didn't slide in for it. And Gateshead, too much time at the feet.
Yeah, they just haven't made the most of that. It's a brilliantly worked counter-attack. But
I think Greg Ollie was caught in two minds of pulling the trigger or not. Yep.
Yeah, just had a real chance there just to slide it, didn't he? But
yeah,
it's really well worked.
Ball comes back to Hayes. Hayes gets it out, and now
got out again too
easy.
easy.
To Newton here on the left-hand side. He drives forward with the ball. He's got runners in the middle. Sabara. He's got Boateng to his left, and obviously there's a target man in Beck there as well. As Plays it inside Boateng. Maycock. They're playing it around the area. Sabara takes down a dead ball and pulls it back. And great save by James Montgomery! Fantastic save! And Gateshead, they've had a couple of shots across the bows now.
Unbelievable save.
As Therese Shade brings the ball forward. Up against Whelan. Plays it back to Maycock.
For being hypercritical, he probably should score there, by the way.
Yeah, he should really put that in the back of the net. As the ball comes in towards Beck, there's Robbie Tinkler nodded clear. Ollie's got time to pass it to Francis, and now Gateshead play it forward, and lovely movement, and Gateshead can bring the ball on the far side, driving forward with it. As Warman has to turn, lay it back into Ollie, forward to Dejon Brown, takes it out towards the corner flag on the far side. He's got Whitmore with him. Dejon Brown just slows the ball down to walking pace here and holds his big man off. Warman takes it down left-hand touchline. Does the ball go out of play? Referee says yes, and it's a throw-in to Solihull Moors.
A little bit of respite there for Gateshead. Good from Dejon Brown.
Yeah, just really slowed it down, didn't he?
It's not reeling, but just rocking a little bit here.
Yeah. Well, we fully expected Solihull Moors to come out in the second half and give it a go. As Ed Francis gives the ball to Tinkler. Now Kenton Richardson can just keep the ball moving. Back to Tinkler. Joe Grayson to Warman. Warman plays it back to Grayson. And Tinkler just has to get the ball, wins the ball. And Gateshead now can try and drive with it. Tinkler puts it over the top, and Ollie wasn't looking for the run there. But let's say it was a fair tackle. Robbie Tinkler won the ball. And Mark Beck went down. As that's a poor ball from a bit of a hospital ball nearly there for Solihull Moors, as Gateshead closed down at the moment. They're trying to put pressure on the edge of the box.
That's brilliant,
And at the moment, Solihull Moors move the ball with great ease. And now they're on the counter-attack. Newton puts it out to Boateng, left-hand side. Carries it forward. He's still going. There's a man on the inside who he uses. Therese Shade up against Tinkler. Tries to make space for himself. Has to lay it off. Tinkler does very well to get in and disrupt. But Therese Shade gets the ball back. Now Osborne can try and bring the ball a little bit further forward, and he lays it off. Maycock. He's going to see the runner on the outside there. In comes the delivery. It's not great. And there was Gateshead. But the passing wasn't the greatest. And Gateshead need to hoof this clear. But lovely footwork from Whelan to keep the ball moving. And now Warman can bring the ball forward. He's got Ollie in the centre. Dejon Brown on the left. And Brown has it now. Brings the ball forward. He's driving into the box. Cuts in. Lays it back to Whelan. Whelan tries to get it back to Dejon Brown, and now they can bring it forward. Dejon Brown wins the ball back.
Yeah, touched him.
No way. Well, free kick given as Boateng fell to the floor when he seen the man coming towards him.
You'd say that straight away, couldn't you?
Yeah, without a doubt. Well, we're back underway, and the ball is with Maycock, just on the halfway line. Clark gets the ball back for Solihull Moors. Now Whitmore. Newton's in a lot of space on this side here, but I think Whelan read that ball was going over there, and Whitmore changed his mind as Clark plays it forward to Shade. And at the moment, Gateshead just doing enough to keep Solihull Moors from breaking through, but Therese Shade finds space in the centre, lays it off to Whitmore. Brings the ball forward. Newton's in space here on the left-hand side. Nice touch ball forward, but Hannon read it. Does very well to hold it off and wins himself a foul.
Yeah, we'll call that experience.
Yeah, that is experience. And the frogman, Luke Hannon, wins a free kick to relieve some pressure there.
Yeah, definitely just experience. Felt the contact. Made the most of it, should we say.
Well, as we've said many a time in commentary, especially in the second half of the season, we've seen Luke Hannon's experience pay dividends.
If this is going along to Dejon Brown, someone needs to get in around him.
Up it goes. Dejon Brown up against Whitmore. Whitmore wins the header. Hannon loses, but goes out for a throw in to Solihull Moors, just in front of the Gateshead dugout. Louis Story has his boots on here in the second half in case he's needed. In the first half, he had trainers on. Newton. It's the ball to Boateng. Back to Newton. Seeing some tidy passing from Solihull Moors here as Beck turns. Lays it off. Sabara couldn't get away, and there was Tinkler to get into it. Now Gator can try and break once again as Warman just has to slow it down. Played out to Grayson. Sensible stuff from Gateshead. Back to Robbie Tinkler for the reset. Over now to Kenton Richardson. Back to Robbie Tinkler. 58 minutes gone. Gateshead 1, Solihull Moors 0. Here's the latest score. Gateshead fans in great voice to our left-hand side. Hannon puts the ball forward for a run of Dejon Brown. He gets past his man. He's one-on-one with the keeper. Can he finish it? Oh, he pulls it across towards Ollie. And, well, he really got the better of Whitmore there. And, well, I think Whitmore's brushes were saved there.
Yeah, he's just tried to dink it, hasn't he? It's just span away from him, but brilliant, powerful play from Dejon Brown.
Osborne. Solihull brings it forward in the centre of the pitch. He's going to run into the centre circle now. He's going to play the ball out to Maycock. Maycock, in turn, right at the right wing. He's wanting the ball back there. He's made a run, but it goes back to Clark. Osborne.
Could he play Greg Ollie, do you think?
I thought he might have done, but the ball goes out to the right-hand side. It's been crossed in by Ben, and there Gateshead managed to clear it, and Booty on the edge of the area can get it under control. Francis to Booty. Now back to Grayson, and Gateshead just calmly passed the ball out, but he's passed the wrong ball out. But Gateshead, and there's a free kick there. And, well, a needless slide. He wasn't expecting the player to run in fairness, but Gateshead got a free kick. It's been taken, though. Whelan, if he looks up, he's got Dejon Brown. Now he plays it out to Luke Harrint here. Tinkler gives it to Richardson. Harrint. Yeah. Ollie and Dejon Brown quite close to each other, but we have got Whelan that's ready to run into that pocket now, but it's been brought forward by Grayson on the far side. And at the moment, Gateshead just passing the ball around once more at the back. Tinkler. Sees, we've seen Whelan was on his toes there to try and get running, but the ball didn't come in. There is going to be a substitution here for the opposition. Matty Warburton is going to come on as Whelan. Nice touch, gets it out to Hannant. Back to Whelan. Francis is screaming for the ball.
Francis has made a great run 3 times.
Well, Regan Booty plays the ball through to Ollie on the edge area. Gives it back to Francis, gets it back to Ollie. Edge of the area, out to Hannant now, right-hand side. Whelan. Francis, edge of the area. He's going to go for a shot. Oh, it's bounced. Deflection. Can Ollie get it back in? Puts it to Hannon, right-hand side of the box. Dinks it into the centre. Headed clear by Solihull Moors. But Gateshead pick up the loose ball. Francis to Whelan. Hannon back on the right-hand side with the ball. He wants a runner on the inside. Puts it back to Kent Richardson. Gateshead still camped out on the edge of the area as Francis gives it to Booty. Grayson gets it to Francis, and Gateshead just passing it around, using the ball, trying to make the opposition run here as Gateshead pass it back to Tinkler. Grayson, back to Tinkler. And now Hannant on the halfway line. Plays it back to Kent Richardson, and Gateshead just using the ball to good effect. Francis in the centre. He's got options to play the ball through. Ollie, well, he gets it out second time out to Hannant.
They go put him in now.
Now Ollie to Whelan. Whelan edge of the area, comes across it in.
That's really poor from Callum Whelan.
And now Osborne can try and get the ball forward. Osborne gets the ball back. Appeals from Sabera there for a free kick, but nothing given. You've still got the ball though. It's at the back with Whitmore.
Do wonder if you may see Kieran Evans come on for Whelan, possibly just to play off Denanga and maybe drop Ollie slightly deeper.
Possibly, or could maybe Booty on the yellow card. Could you see one of the players drop back and bring Evans on that way? But we'll see. There's definitely options there. As now Therese Shade brings the ball forward. He finds himself on the left flank again. Seems to have a bit of a free roll at the moment.
Got a feel for Matty Warburton. He's been stunned the touchline for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, and the ball hasn't went out yet. As now, and Whelan just trying to close down, and Therese Shade, he's not happy, is he, with his teammate there?
Not at all.
Clark brings the ball forward on the right-hand side for Solihull. Played inside as Beck drops deep to get involved, lays it off, and Gateshead intercept and get the ball moving as Francis didn't just get there. They need to have a little bit more conviction in the passes as Sabara turns. Oh, they've managed to win the ball back. Nice passing now from Gateshead. Can they use the ball forward?
Oh, Greg.
The ball to Dejon Brown was asking too much, and Whitmore could easily get that under control and lay it off.
Got to be better there. Not often we say that.
Maycock. He wants options. He has to give it to Newton. Newton has to give it back to Whitmore. Well, Solihull Moors still in possession. Gateshead trying to disrupt and interrupt as they do, and there's a ball go out. It's kept in. Well done by Solihull Moors. Gateshead nearly intercept. Is the ball going to be played on? He's going to pull it back now. There was a late tackle on Osborne, and Robbie Tinkler is down. He's got cramp as well, and good sportsmanship there from Sabara. He's helping him with the cramp, and well, Robbie Tinkler is wiggling his feet, getting things moving, and it looks like Robbie Tinkler is going to receive some medical treatment here, and Matty Warburton comes on. I'm trying to see who has come off. As Boateng has come off, so Matty Warburton is going to take up that attacking midfield role just off the striker.
I think it's just cramp, isn't it?
It looks like it, but I don't know, because he stretched in for the tackle, didn't he, before? So you would hope it's just cramp. Obviously, players taking this opportunity now to take on board some water as well. About halfway through the second half. Just over that, we'll save the water break. It's coming in, of course. Beautiful sunshine here, bathing the left-hand side of the stadium from our commentary position. Gateshead fans in the sun. As Robbie Tinkler does still receive treatment. It does look like it's cramp. Hopefully he can continue, but it is hot out there. There's a lot going on, and well, Solihull Moors fans are on the big screen at the moment. Young fans loving it.
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
It certainly is. Now Robbie Tinkler's up and moving. Players taking on water at the moment. If you all just joined us, 66 minutes gone. We're having a water break at the moment after a stoppage for Robbie Tinkler with cramp. And it's Gateshead 1, Solihull Moors 0. Regan Booty with the goal in the dying seconds of the first half. After great work from Dejon Brown.
Tink's up.
He's up. He's getting water now. He's walked across. Well, he has to wait to come back on, of course, because he's received medical treatment. And just on our screen now, we can see Rob Elliott giving messages to players. Right, Robbie, he's moving all right, Robbie Tinkler. Not like we've seen one of the players for Romford that was really suffering, wasn't he? He had to keep going because had no more substitutes in the last few minutes. He was actually hopping.
He was. He really was. Yeah. I think at one point he was shuffling.
Yes. Robbie Tinkler is back on the pitch now, but Solihull Moors on the attack. Warburton gets his first touches. And now Clark has the ball inside the Gateshead half. Maycock gives it back to Clark. Out to Ben on the far side. Inside to Maycock and back to the keeper Hayes, who's 50 yards out his goal at the moment. But
like watching Phil Marshall.
Yes, he's very comfortable outside the area. And he distributes the ball over to Clark. And we're seeing a very similar formation from Gateshead when they break forward. They've committed more midfielders forward here, Solihull Moors. The ball goes out to the far side, hasn't been kept in, and it's a Gateshead throw on the far, offside flag goes up. We'll wait the free kick to be taken. Back to James Montgomery. Takes a kick up towards Dejon Brown. Another aerial battle with Whitmore. And he's holding on to him there. Ball goes all the way through to Hayes. And Newton can bring the ball forward now. Warburton passes it back to Whitmore. Maycock passes it back to Hayes. And Hayes can play the ball for Clark to run on to. Gateshead trying to force the issue and stop the space for a pass as the ball comes up at the Newton here, who's in acres of space on this left-hand side. He brings it down well. Warburton plays it to Mark Beck. Appeals for offside there by one of the two of the Gateshead defenders, but the ball's lofted up and they're going to be turned there. Maycock pokes it out to Newton, puts the ball into the centre. Oh, and there he comes in! Mark Beck! Come in late! Diving header! And Solihull Moors have equalised. It's 1-1. And Newton's cross was lofted over, and in come Mark Beck.
It's a lovely ball in, Someone hasn't tracked him, though. Biggest man on the pitch, and someone hasn't tracked him far post. It's a great header, though, from Beck. You know what he can do. He's had to stoop for that one. Great diving header, old-fashioned diving header. And Montgomery's had no chance.
Not at all. Well, as Mark Beck has got his side back into it.
Conte they don't deserve it, by the way, because they've been better side second off.
Yeah, they've come out with purpose. Both Rob Elliott and Louis Storian talks with the fourth official there. They're not happy with something in the build-up. I don't know what.
I think there might be an initial shout for offside.
Yeah. Well, Solihull Moors trying to G up their fans. They've got something to shout about now. As Gateshead get us back underway. Tinkler gives it to Grayson. Warman on the far side. Tries to play the ball forward. Dejon Brown was just caught on his heels there. He wasn't expecting the ball to come. Grayson gives it to Whitmore. Solihull Moors now trying to bring the ball forward through Osborne. Now Sabara's one-on-one. He played through. He cut past Ken Richardson and he's pulled it wide. Criminal miss. He should have done better. And I tell you what, he beat the Gateshead defence. He left them 5 yards behind him there. What an advantage he had. But he couldn't make it pay.
Yeah, Gateshead need to get a grip here. It's really poor that he's just got in behind so easily. It's just given Solihull even more hope.
Well, now Robbie Tinkler gets it across to Grayson. Solihull Moors fans are in fine voice now. They're making the most noise in the stadium. There's Tinkler. Just gives it to Kent Richardson. Ball over the top for Hannant. He's ghosted through. Great first touch. Can he get a delivery in? Oh, it's going to fall Ollie in the box. He needs to put it back out. Well, he's turned. He's going to play it now. Ed Francis into the area. Needs to pass it. Play it. Oh, trying to be too cute and they've got a corner though. Oh no, they haven't. They come off Francis. And, well, decision making on the edge of the box at the minute just been a little bit rash.
Someone coming on. Gateshead. Just been a signal to the bench. Kieran Evans.
It looks like it is going to be.
Pride.
Well, we'll see in a minute. It's hard to see from our position. I think it might be Kieran Evans.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Kieran Evans is going to be coming on. The Welsh Messi. There's smoke bombs went off to our right here as the Solihull Moors fans are really enjoying themselves as Beck has to get on his knees to chest that one down. Crossfield ball. Can Warman get there and intercept? He can it. And at the moment, they're just playing a little bit of a spring in their step at the moment, Solihull Moors. Warburton gives it to Ben. Ben gives it to Warman, and Gator can turn and run here. Now they need to use the ball properly. As Ollie closed down, gets the ball out to Hannant. Hannant can carry the ball into the Solihull Moors half. He needs an option. Gets it. Oh, Whitmore read it well. And at the moment, the Solihull Moors fans are cheering every interception. As Gateshead cannot seem to close a player down at the moment. And now, Solihull Moors are going to play it out to the right-hand side. Newton is in acres of space here on this left-hand side for Solihull Moors. He hasn't been seen. Maycock puts it out to Ben on the far side. Plays it forward back to Maycock. Can he pull it back across? He can. There's a flick and goes behind for a corner. And Gateshead need to get the composure back quickly.
Yeah, they've lost it, haven't they? Just lost all control here, Gateshead, which is slightly disappointing given the experience of going in that midfield area. And that's why they've been dominated at the moment. Down the wings just isn't quite happening as well. At the moment, you're looking at what the solution is. I think Evans will come on and give a bit of energy, won't he?
Yeah, I think he's going to give a bit more pace on the counters when we've got them, because at the moment, the midfield aren't breaching the back line at all. The Solihull with a corner here. Man feints as if it's going to go short. Drags the player out. In comes the delivery. Whitmore's up there. Doesn't win the header. Francis chips it over. Can Whelan get in front of it? He can. And it is, well, Wing is absolutely the manager for Solihull. Is trying to keep the ball moving, keep the game going. But we are going to see Callum Whelan come off here. And it is going to be Kieran Evans, the man on loan from Coventry City, makes his entrance into the game.
Cardiff City.
That's it. What did I say? Coventry. Okay. Cardiff. Apologies. Ollie closes down. Newton manages to bring the ball down on his chest. And now they're on the ball forward. Warburton on this left-hand side. Sabara's there to help out. Beck's in the centre as a target. And at the moment, they just seem to be cruising Solihull Moors. They seem a lot more comfortable. They turn, play the ball inside. They've just found a second gear, haven't they?
Yeah, very much so, yeah. As I say, they've been better side second half. Gateshead just need to get a grip here. Someone to really step up in midfield.
Osborne got too much time on the ball. Can try and pick out a pass as a player goes. Oh, and he's gave the free kick. And, well, they're complaining that they didn't get play advantage, but if you throw yourself down like that, you're not going to get the advantage, are you? There was contact, it was a foul, but the theatrics will not give it an advantage when it's done like that. Well, that's experience for you on the replay from Mark Beck.
Dangerous, this. Osborne behind it. Real chance.
Osborne stands over it. There's a 5-man wall for Gateshead.
They're trying to put someone on the post, you know.
I know. It's very, very dangerous. It's 25 yards out, left-hand side of the D. Osborne stands back. He's going to take it right-footed. Hits it into the wall. Hasn't been fully cleared yet. Nodded across. Gateshead headed clear. Going as far as the Solihull Moors player. Now Newton can play it inside to Warburton. Warburton now gives it. Maycock is going to get there. Gateshead just sitting very deep at the moment. They're frightened to push forward as the cross is going to come in. Up in the air. There was Luke Hannon diving header to clear it only as far as to reach shade. And now Gateshead just trying to keep their composure. Beck laying it out there, just passing it for fun at the moment as Osborne goes for a shot.
Take that all day.
And as I say, did not get any sort of connection he wanted. And Gateshead just need a moment to spark themselves back into life.
Yeah, as I say, Evans hasn't had a chance yet, has he? Because obviously they've been on the attack, but you want Kieran Evans to do what he does
and
so well.
Luke Hannon is down now. And, gives a chance just to give Gateshead a break as well. Solihull Moors fans in great voice at the moment. Louis Story stripped, ready to come on. Be interesting to see who he comes on for. I think it might be for Hannon, and I think we might see Kent Richardson go right wing back. Yeah, that is the last bit of action from Luke Hannon. So there is going to be a little bit of a switch. Story goes into the back three, and Kent Richardson goes to right wing back. Well, Louis Story has lifted the FA Vase here at Wembley. He's also took it at the Wembley last season in a penalty shootout. Player assistant now at Gateshead. Just giving out some instructions to the players as he's come on. And Gateshead playing out from the back. Tinkler. Here's it back to Montgomery. Montgomery goes long up towards Kieran Evans. Oh, a little touch.
Could have done without the touch.
Well, ball played back to Hayes. Just seems a little bit of a reshape here. We haven't got as many midfielders forward as there was earlier on. Both Ollie and Booty are sitting a little bit deeper with Francis, just to try and shore things up as Gateshead win the ball. And now they're on the attack. Kieran Evans brings the ball forward, plays it through. Oh, Ollie wanted it in front of his feet and it went too far forward. And now Hayes can just take his time. And he'll pick this up to waste some time. He does. Dejan Brown tries to get in the way of him.
You may see another sub coming off from Gateshead.
Yeah, I think we might see another change come soon.
Must be Denanga.
Possibly. Do you sacrifice a midfielder to try and give him over?
You're not really chasing the game yet, so
yeah,
it might be like for like.
Don't think it's going to be Marcus Denanga. Just looking down there, I think it might be Tom Allen. But we'll see. We'll confirm that.
If it is Tom Allen, I'd imagine it may be Ben Warman.
Yeah, you think, wouldn't you? But to throw in here to Solihull Moors, just in front of their own dugout. Carl Magnier just trying to raise the tempo of the players. There's now ball played back to Osborne. Osborne plays it across to Clark. We've got 10 minutes remaining. We're into that 9 and a bit minutes here. It's a level game at the moment. Wembley Stadium, FA Trophy final. And Gateshead just find it hard to get any control of the ball at the moment. Solihull Moors doing what Gateshead did in the first half and dictating things. Ball through. There was Grayson to intercept and put it back to Montgomery. And Montgomery goes long up towards Dejan Brown. And Whitmore wins it. Another head. It seems to be a yellow shirt that's winning it all the time here. But there's a Solihull Moors player down at the moment. There's a head injury. It has to be stopped. Well, 19,964 across the two games here at Wembley. Of course, the gate split between the four clubs involved in non-league finals there. And, everyone will be happy with a cut of that purse. As Story puts it out to Kent Richardson, who dinks the ball first time, looking for the run of Evans, and the ball's being put out. That's better from Gateshead.
It was a lovely pass up from Richardson, wasn't it?
Outside of the boot, and Richardson's just stretching there.
Bit of cramp.
Yeah, well, Richardson's going to take the throw. No, it isn't. It's going to be Story. There's a pass back. We are going to see Tom Allen come on. Now, I do think that'll probably be for Warman. He's went a little bit quiet in the second half on that left-hand wing, sorry. But at the moment, Evans puts the ball in, floats it towards Dejan Brown.
Kent Richardson's ball there, you know.
Yeah. Well, and Kent Richardson is struggling. So we'll see who it's for, and it is Kent Richardson that makes way here, and Tom Allen will go into that right wing back position. Kent Richardson applauds the fans and leaves the pitch.
Gateshead side Storm were very stretched all of a sudden defensively. Probably the one area where they didn't want to get injuries.
I'm saying not out and out wing backs for Gateshead at the moment.
Or for a Kyron Lofthouse or something like that.
Oh, and the one Gateshead just trying to close down, make Solihull Moors go along with the ball, which they have. Louis Story wins the header. Headed on by Francis and booted up the pitch by Warburton. As Beck and Story tussle. Francis wins it and gets the ball forward to Dejan Brown. Can he hold it up? Well, that's a foul if I've seen one, but it goes out for a throw. Tom Allen is going to leave it to Story. We've got 6 and a bit minutes remaining of normal time. Of course, there's been a few substitutions and there has been 2 water stops as well. So expect 5 minimum here added on at the end. But we've still got over 5 minutes to play of normal time. Story. Picks out Tom Allen to Ollie. Ollie puts it over the top for Allen to run on to, and it just skips away. But the right idea.
Yeah, great idea. Just the execution, surprised that it hasn't pulled off for Greg.
1-1 if you're just joining us here at Wembley Stadium. Gateshead 1, Solihull Moors 1. Mark Beck with the equalising goal, and Kieran Evans with a clumsy tackle there. Free kick to Solihull Moors inside their own half. Well, do we have late drama here at Wembley? As it stands, we're going to extra time, but the ball goes over to Clark on the far side. And he's got space to run into. Ben's on that side. He puts the ball through. Has he put too much on it? He has, and it goes out for a throw into Gateshead.
Got away with that one, Gateshead. Just lost a bit of shape in midfield. Understandable after the reshuffle they've had.
Well, we are waiting for this throw-in to be taken on the far side. Oh, pass back to Montgomery. His ball goes back out for another throw on the far side. 4.5 minutes remain. Is there late drama here at the final? Level game as it stands.
Extra time not helpful for us with deadlines.
Good. Oh, nice win there. Dejan Brown holds it up, plays it back, and Kieran Evans just tries to get the ball moving forward, but just disrupted and took off his feet. And now
I think it was Tom Allen. I think
was it Tom Allen? The swap wings, yeah.
Warman on the
Warman's on this side, yeah. So some tactical change. Oh, ball back to he is there. He had to run back across just to make sure. Clark to Osborne. Osborne looking to get the ball moved forward, chips it forward, gets it intercept. The ball turns, it's going to fall to Evans. Evans but gets it to. Oh, he's got it. Oh, lovely turn from Evans. He's into the ball. It's no penalty. Well, the referee said no straight away, and now Solihull Moors are on the attack. Gateshead stopped there for a second, and now Shade brings the ball forward. Gateshead do get back in numbers, and Sabara has to play it back to Newton. Newton puts the cross in. It's going to be cleared out though by Gateshead, but picked up by Osborne. And at the moment, we're just seeing as the ball we got an injury? No, it just seemed to Solihull just seemed to slow down there, didn't they? Do you think they're hoping for extra time here? I don't know. But we have 3 minutes remaining. Whitmore plays it back to Hayes. Clark brings the ball forward.
It's closed.
He's going to keep going. He's still driving with the ball. Clark, he's got past another man, but there was Tom Allen to get back and help out with defensive duties and hold the ball up, plays it back, and now the ball can be chipped long as Dejon Brown brings it down. Still, he does well to keep the ball, keep it with Gateshead, and now it comes across to Warman. Warman, everyone's telling him to get forward as his teammates. As Dejon Brown's down at the moment. He's not up there. He's the man we want, and that doesn't look good for the big man. He's going to get back up onto his feet, and at the moment, Gateshead, they're going to have to probe their way through without him up there at the moment as Warman. He's going to drive into the centre with it.
That's really good, from Warman.
Yeah, he's kept the ball moving. It's out to the far side. Tom Allen gets a touch. Who keeps it in. Back to Grayson. And now Tinkler. Out to Ollie. Ollie takes a touch, brings inside. Lovely ball to bring in.
Tight, just playing inside.
Warman plays it inside. Oh, just too much on it. And, Hayes can just pick that up. As we've got 1.5 minutes here now. As the clock ticks down. Whitmore receives the ball.
Oh, it's a penalty.
Inside. Yeah, you'd have seen the replay there. Well, 2 contenders for a penalty for Gateshead during this game. None given as Tinkler and Beck. Beck.
Any chance, ref?
Pushed down, yes. A free kick to Gateshead and Beck's complaining. And Gateshead have an opportunity now to get the ball moving as they do. Played forward on the far side.
It's not off. Go on, Tom.
Tom Allen, can he open up against the defender? He's up against Ben. He drives down to the dead ball and pulls it across. Oh, Dejon Brown was there, and the touch he got just ruled back to the keeper. Well, I'm seeing Rob Elliott in discussions with some of the coaching staff there. I don't know if we're going to see another sub. Don't know at the minute, but we are into the last 30 seconds now of normal time. Newton plays it across to Clark. Whitmore really slowing the game down. Solihull Moors at the moment. Ball over the top. Little flick from Sabara, and now Gates have the ball in the middle. Can they bring it forward? Booty gets past his man, still going with it. Brings Grayson into play now. Francis, if he looks over, he's got Warman in space, but Ollie's the man. He's going to ping it out to the right-hand side with Grayson. Grayson has Allen, if he needs him. Brings the ball in.
What a tackle that is, by the way.
Allen just nearly got the ball. Oh, he has going to get it back here. He's given a free kick. And it's a free kick, and we've got 6 minutes added on here at the end of this half. And the player down in question, I think it's Clark, isn't it? Oh. Hayes wants his players to push forward. He's going to take this free kick. We're 1 minute into the added on time now, into the second. As his free kick goes right up. Gateshead need to pick up the second ball. They do, but they pass it straight to Maycock on the far side. And now Shade can try and drive forward with it. He's up against Tom Allen. Tom Allen sticking to him like glue, but Shade still has the ball. Players in the centre asking for it. As it's shot off, and it's past the post. Wow. Both teams looking for a late winner here.
Tell as soon as he hit that, it was going wide. He just got a little bit too much on it. I'm not sure if you get an extra sub and an extra time.
I'm not sure.
Do at the top end of the game.
Yeah. Well, there is the goal threatened Marcus Denanga on the bench as we enter the 3rd minute, as the ball goes up towards Dejon Brown. Clark wins the header, but it's brought down by Booty.
Good.
Tom Allen can turn, and can he open up with the ball? He's going to drive with it. He has, and he's up against Ben. Stops it. He's going to pass it back to Booty. Booty looks to cross this one in, pulls it to Ollie on the edge of the box. Back to Francis. Gateshead in control of the ball. Players in the box. Goes towards Dejon Brown, cleared by Osborne. And Gateshead just need to keep this ball in possession. As now Grayson gets it to Allen. Allen, right-hand side. Can he drive at the defence? Lays it back to Regan Booty. Booty drives it down the dead ball line. Can he pull it back across? He can. Warman tries to get there. Evans is going to pick up the loose ball though. And there is a player down with cramp on the far side for Solihull Moors. He's got himself back up, but Gateshead still in possession.
Tom Allen out wide.
Grayson to Ollie. Ollie gives it to Warman. Warman now. Back to Ollie. Evans.
No.
He's still got the ball though. He's doing well. Gets it to Ollie. Ollie now to Tinkler. Everyone inside the Solihull Moors half. Ball Montgomery. And driving forward the ball. Booty gets it to Dejon Brown. It just wouldn't stick to his feet. And now Solihull Moors cheer that their team can get the ball away.
No.
And I'll tell you what, I'll book him for simulation there if he goes down like that. That's the bias then. As Solihull Moors play the ball forward, they'll try and get the ball there, and Mark Beck isn't going to get to that. He looks a very tired man at the moment, does Big Mark Beck.
This is better from Gateshead, you know.
Yeah, they've just turned it on here. We've got another 2 minutes to go of extra time, injury time. Is there a late winner? Grayson puts it out to Tom Allen. Back to Grayson. Regan Booty. It's on the left-hand side with Gateshead. Cuts in with it. Lays it off to Ollie. Ollie wants a runner. Gets it out to Tom Allen. Can he come up with something? Lays the ball back to Ollie. Ollie's got space. Gives it to Ed Francis. Francis going to put it out of the far. Lovely vision. He picks out on the far side to the centre. And Allen just slips. And there's James Montgomery pushing out Gateshead. Really camped out here for this. They've got a good spell of possession towards the end of the game, and they need to make it pay. Ollie. Booty puts it out. Now Tom Allen gets the ball. He's up against Clark. He just has to turn. He's going to play it back down the line. Booty. Oh, he tried it in, but it's going to come back to Grayson. And Gateshead just with lots of possession at the moment. They need to get it in the box. As Ollie pokes it to Evans. Evans drives forward to the ball. Goes for a shot. Oh! Well, Warman was in space on the right-hand side. And the young Welshman went for glory. And we're into the final minute of added on time here. It does look as if we will be going towards extra time, Mark.
I don't even know who that benefits. It's been such a strange game.
It really has, and it would be the second time in 6 days that Solihull Moors have went into extra time at Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, I mean, they've had time to recover from that sort of physically, I think. I don't think there'll be any mental scores. I think they're a strong enough side, a strong enough group of players to move beyond that. But, it's going to be at 10:30 if it gets there.
Well, we've got 10 seconds remaining. Goal kick taken by Hayes. Up towards the big man. Beck tries to get it through. It's going to go all the way through to James Montgomery, who picks it up. And that's it. We are going to extra time here in the FA Trophy final. Definitely a game of two halves. And the tension just rises.
It does. It's going to be a slog, isn't it? These next 30 players have already been going down with cramp and stuff like that. So you wonder, will Gateshead look to the bench? Will they look to Denanga maybe for Brown? I think that would be an option I would look at taking possibly.
Well, players taking a moment to take on instruction and take on water. There's a few players stretching and just trying to keep the muscles warm. in this little interlude. Well, a big thank you to everyone that has joined us. If you'd like to subscribe, help us reach more people into the new season next year. But at the moment, it's still all to play for at Wembley Stadium as Gateshead go into extra time in the FA Trophy final. And at the moment, the Gateshead fans still bathed in sunshine to our left. Wow. Gateshead still have a strong bench. There's Marcus Denanga that could come on. There's Conor McBride that can run at people as well. I think they've got one substitute left, as we've already had Louis Story, Tom Allen, and Kieran Evans come on. Oh no, they've got two substitutes left, haven't they? So it is all to play for, and both teams getting the stretches in certain players. It's been a long, hot afternoon here in the capital, and it's still not over. Wow. What is it about English Cup competitions and the drama, Mark?
Yeah, just where would we be without it, Dave? I mean, Gateshead have been good in spells second half, but I think it's safe to say Solihull deserve to take this to extra time. They'll probably feel they should have won it with that chance from Joe Sbarra when he's gone in and goal. You just expect the net to bulge, don't you?
Yeah. Well, you've got to ride your luck sometimes, and Gateshead have done that, and so have Solihull Moors to an extent. And Gateshead, well, still very much in this game, and definitely in with more of a fight than what they had last year. They came in with a very Fred Bear squad, but at the moment, they're well in contention, as are Solihull Moors. It must be said that Tom Allen, since his introduction, has added some much-needed pace on that right-hand side. And we'll see if he can continue that form in extra time. Well, all the Gateshead players are on their feet. There was only one or two that had a little stretch. There was a few Solihull Moors players as well that had to just get one or two of the hamstrings stretched out there. As James Montgomery gets a little bit of advice and pep talk from the goalkeeping coach here at Gateshead. And it's all still to play for. Well, we're going to be back underway more in momentarily. Coming on, we're going to get going back with the game. Extra time. Well, the referee carries the ball out to the centre spot. Well, there is John Benton is coming on for number 20, Jay Ben. Did look a little bit tired towards the end of the game. Did pull up as well at one point. So they're putting fresh legs on to try and deal with the pace of Tom Allen. Yeah, he's struggling there. He's got a little bit of a limp as he goes back to the Solihull Moors bench. But Gates are going to kick us off. We're shooting towards the Solihull Moors fans here in the first half of extra time. Tinkler gets the ball to Louis Story. Story goes for a lovely crossfield ball to get the ball to Allen, and Allen's got that's a pull! Last man, and just outside the area. Tell you what, it's a yellow card. If it had been more central, that could have been a red.
Yeah, this is a great ball from Louis Story, by the way.
Fantastic ball. And well, the wing back that's come on to replace Ben, called straight into action and put straight to the task.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great first touch from Tom Allen, by the way. It's got the ball out and he's in on goal, to be fair. It would be a stretch to say it was the last man. Oh, actually, he's handballed it. Tom Allen, it's hit his hand, I think. But
yeah. Well, Gateshead have a free kick here on the left-hand side of the box. It's about 5 yards down the line of the box. And Gateshead with Greg Ollie standing over the ball. What can the captain do? Who can he pick out? Ollie puts the delivery in towards the near post, hits Story. And, on the far side, Benton plays the ball forward and Tinkler's there to mop up and just controls it with a nice touch. And Gateshead can try and get this ball moving forward again, or regain their shape at least, as Grayson gives the ball back. And Ollie does get the ball under control, second time of asking. And Allen was making a break through. It would have been very tight to try and thread that through to him. And Gateshead can get the ball moving across the park over to Warman here on the right-hand side as Evans makes a run on the inside. But good tracking from Solihull Moors to close that pass down. And Gateshead bring it forward now. Ball through to Dejon Brown. He turns his man. Was he pulled down? Still got the ball though, Gateshead. Evans, edge of the area. Can he pull the trigger? Solihull Moors can try and break. As Sabara has to turn and play it back. Benton lays it back to Clark. Strong start in the first bit of extra time here for Gateshead, but we know what Solihull Moors can do. They're just as effective. As Osborne plays a crossfield ball himself, looking for his teammate on the far side. It's been brought down. I think it's Benton, and plays it inside to Mayback. And now Benton gets the ball back. His touch wasn't great and Gateshead intercept, but Booty puts it out.
Got away with that one, Gateshead.
Yeah.
Someone not tracking there. So I think 17 coming on. Josh Labadie.
Yeah, Labadie is going to come on here. We'll see who he replaces. It's going to be a double substitution by the looks of it. Oh, no, it isn't. That's Labadie. He looks different from the front to the back when I see it on the TV screen. Well, throw indicated on the far side. Booty to Grayson. Booty turns, plays it down the line, gets the ball back. That's lovely passing from Gateshead. They've opened up the play, but Solihull Moors quickly got themselves into it. But this is a good stuff from Gateshead, and now they can break as Warman. Can he thread it through? Just slowly gives it to Story. It's good from Gateshead, and he turns, gets into... Oh, Warman's done very well there to hold it up. He was quickly marked as Francis turns, and now he can get it through as Booty plays it. Oh, lovely touch from Dejon Brown. Kieran Evans! Oh, great save! Great save with the legs from Hayes. Evans with a great chance there. And Solihull Moors just seem to be a little bit flat-footed at the moment. But we know they can break. Benson plays down well, nice flick out to Sabara. What's he got in the tank? He cuts inside with it. He needs support. There's a man on the far side. He plays it to the wing back, Benton. Benton looks to cross this one in, looking for... Oh, there's too much on it. And that goes along towards the corner flag and kept in as Warman now just takes his time, pings the ball over the top, looking for Dejon Brown. Dejon Brown gets it in control and gets it to Ollie. Good from Brown. Really good from the young centre forward on loan from Derby County. And now Gateshead can build again. Francis pings it out to Allen.
Allen, go, Tommy.
Can he open up against Benton? Has to play it back to Grayson. Francis nearly seen the run of Kieran Evans there, but chose to go along the centre. Ollie. Oh, lovely touch from Ollie. Oh, and now... How? Well, Evans judged to have fouled Whitmore when Whitmore slid in on him. That worked that one out. Let's see that again. 1 second. Well, he's got caught on the knee there. Evans is getting a little talking to. He looks bemused by this. We'll see it again. The ball.
So
it's a chance, yeah, but we're going to see the tackle. Unselfish from Dejon Brown there, as we're going to see the substitution. Osborne, the captain, is coming off for Ladderby. So they're trying to freshen it up in midfield.
Still like to see that challenge again, by the way.
Yeah, we haven't been shown a replay of that, have we? Osborne applauds the support as he leaves the field, and on comes Ladderby. Or Ladderby. Well, we're 7 minutes deep into extra time. Ball crossed over to the far side by Whitmore. Gateshead pick up the ball, ping it forward, and Clark tries to let it go through to the keeper. Dejon Brown does try to chase it down. Here's the clearance. Story brings it down. Warman back to Story. This Warman peels over to this side here to give the option, but it'll go to Tinkler. Story gets it to Ollie. Ollie to Warman. Comes back to Ollie after the deflection there, and it goes all the way back to Montgomery. Tinkler. Booty gives it to Grayson. He's on the left-hand side. Back to Booty. And now Gateshead can pass it across the back. Story brings the ball forward, gives it back to Booty. Booty looks to keep the ball moving, gets it back from Francis. The ball at the top. Oh, lovely stuff from Dejon Brown, brings it down. And just too many yellow. Oh, and Ollie.
Take a yellow.
Yellow cards for the captain. Stop the break. And it's a free kick to Solihull Moors. I was seeing a replay of this foul.
Not the one that actually wasn't a foul.
Yeah, well.
Come on, TNT sorted out.
That's why we're too expensive for them to be their commentators. As Clark can bring the ball forward now. Maycock plays it out to Benton on the far side. Benton inside to Shade. Clark looking for a runner. Plays it across to Whitmore. Now they'll try and bring the ball forward. Maybeck brings it forward. On Gateshead win the ball over Grayson, but they win it back. Solihull Moors, and now they try and move it quickly.
Surely offside.
Sabara on the far side puts it in the middle, and there's. Hang on.
Oh my God!
Well, I don't know how he gave a penalty there, because Mark Beck did go down, but he didn't. Hang on. Well, the Gateshead players can't believe it. I mean, Grayson's talking about Stories in disbelief sat there. It was a very delayed penalty decision. The game was played on for a couple of seconds. Yellow card to Story. It'll be interesting to see the replay for this. Mark Beck is going to be the man to take the penalty. Are we going to see a replay? Well, here we are. We're going to see it here. Offside.
It's not.
Nothing?
Penalty's gone.
Well, here we are. Well, he's going to come forward. Well, Beck against Montgomery. Takes a run up, hits it. Oh, it just gets past James Montgomery. And well, a game that will have some talking points on penalty decisions. Solihull Moors got theirs, but we still have a lot of football to play here in extra time.
Yeah, it's. I'd like to say it again. I've got to be honest. It's a great penalty, by the way.
Yeah.
Montgomery's gone the right way, but it's right in the corner. Brilliant penalty. Monty just not quite big enough to get there.
No, I suspect his fingers might have even got a touch to this because he was looked so close from here. Oh no, it was a well-placed penalty right into the corner. But we're back underway, and Gateshead have 4 minutes remaining of the first half of extra time here to try and get something back. But then there's a second half to go. Warman. It's ball through to Evans. Oh, well, that's upended there. And the referee didn't give any. 2 times. Now he gives it. Well, the referee's going to pull out a yellow for Ladby. And, yeah.
It's been an interesting performance from the officials.
It has.
We've seen a couple of credible penalty shouts.
Well, ball back underway. Warman gets it out to Ollie. Can he get a delivery in? Takes a touch and turns it round. Booty pings the ball across to the far side as Allen turns his man and just marshals it to the corner flag. Plays it back there. Can Grayson put one in? Gets it to Evans. Francis. Grayson. Looking for a runner in the box. Gets it out to Allen. Allen now cuts back, gives it back to Grayson. Grayson lobs it over and headed clear by Benson, but it falls to Louis Story. Francis.
No, that's poor.
Oh, and now they're on the attack as Mayback brings the ball. Maycock, brings the ball, gets it there. Nice touch from Beck to bring Warburton into face, and he's got Sabara here on the left-hand side. We're going to wait for the cross to come in. They've slowed it right down. Good game management from Solihull Moors as Sabara has the ball. Offside flag went up. Well, gets a drive forward of the ball. Still going. Booty plays it through for Dejon Brown. Clark does well to get in front of him. And the ball over the far side and brought down by Shade. Shade manages to play it inside. Now the ball forward. Sabara plays it back to Whitmore. And Whitmore can now play the ball over the top, looking for Mark Beck. Brings the ball down. Oh, he stayed on his feet this time. Gated have the ball. Well, now Story has the ball just inside his own half. Going to carry it forward. Gets it to Ollie. Ollie looks up. Gets it out to Warman. Need to get more men in the box as Evans gets the ball. Can he get a good cross in? He pulls it across. Dejon Brown heads it across. Oh, pulls it wide. Pulls it wide. And there is going to be another substitution here. Oh, no, it's not. Sorry, it's the time added on, I think. Fourth official has the board. And it's going to be 1 minute added on, I think.
Say it again. I wonder if the second half of extra time may be made for Marcus Denanga.
Yeah. Well, the last 8 seconds of the first half of injury time here. We'll see how long it's going to be added on here. Hayes has taken his time with this goal kick. There's 2 minutes to be added on at the first half of extra time here. As the ball goes through to Tinkler, gives it to Grayson. Booty, back to Grayson. Grayson, nice footwork. Plays it through to Booty. Booty now
Good ball.
Gets it through. Evans, nice turn. Can get on the attack. They can. He's got Ollie and Dejon Brown up with him. Evans plays it through. Oh, how's it going to get?
Offside. It's offside.
Oh, there was a penalty, a penalty decision, but the offside flag had went up.
He was offside, to be fair.
Yeah. Oh, the tension.
Someone's just been called back to the bench, I think.
Well, it does look like they're going to make another substitution. It is going to be former Gator player Gus Mafuta that's going to come on here in the end of first half of injury time. Of course, big, strong midfielder. Very successful at this level and above. Ball over the top, looking for Dejon Brown. He's chasing it down with Whitmore.
Good.
Gets past Whitmore and the ball goes out. And Whitmore was about to scream at the linesman there, wasn't he? Because he thought he had been fouled, but the ball goes out for a there, and it is going to be Sabara that is coming off here for. So that seems to be a bit more of a defensive substitution in my eyes. Someone's asking, did the Gateshead Council appoint this referee? Well, Newton drives the ball. I think the half-time whistle will go here for the first half of extra time as Mark Beck nods the ball on. Ball comes off, Maycock plays it off the back of Tinkler, and it is a throw-in. Still another 15 minutes to be played here in the second half of extra time. Ball headed back towards Tinkler. And there is the half-time whistle here in extra time. And Gateshead 1, Solihull Moors 2. Denanga is going to be coming on here. He's stripped. He's ready. Do Gateshead change the formation and put two strikers on, Mark?
I think they have to. They've got to go for it. We've got 15 minutes now. Just go for it.
Does look like, I think Warman might be the one making way. He's coming over to the side there. He's not in the team huddle, so I think he might be the player that might be getting substituted here for the Heed. Carl Magne does has his arm around him. Yeah, I think he is going to be coming off. Quite possibly, if we're reading the body language right. But there's a massive 15 minutes here for either side where either team can win their first FA trophy here at Wembley Stadium. Solihull have one hand on the trophy as it stands. Can Gateshead alter that story? The Warman's in deep discussion with the fourth official. Does look like Warman is going to be making way here for the Bear, Marcus Denanga. Well, Marcus is stripped, ready to go. He's got gold boots on. Can he have the golden touch? As Warman does make way, and Gateshead will now have two strikers on the pitch shooting towards their own fans. Can the Heed cheer on their boys to victory? As Marcus Denanga, Gateshead's top goal scorer this season, is now on the pitch. If you're just joining us, we're going to go into the second half of extra time here. Gateshead trailed by one goal. It's Gateshead 1, Solihull Moors 2. Mark Beck brace. One a diving header and one from the penalty spot. And Gateshead have 15 minutes to get something out of this game. And we're underway. As Clark drives forward, Denanga's first touch is to win the ball back for his team.
Good from Denanga. Please, Rob Elliott.
Grayson gives it to Francis. Gets the ball out to Tom Allen on this left-hand side, who opens up and tries to drive with it. Shade comes back with him, puts the ball out. It's a throw into Gateshead. Booty quickly takes it, gets it to Grayson. Grayson back to Booty. Story plays it across to Robbie Tinkler on the far side there.
Kieran Evans out right now.
Yeah, looks he's got a little bit of a reshape. As Gateshead play the ball out to Allen on this left wing. Can he conjure something up? Gives it back to Grayson. Francis. Grayson. Solihull Moors just sitting rigid and in formation, keeping a good shape at the moment. They're happy just to clear the ball away as Montgomery comes out into a sweeper-keeper position to get involved and get the ball back to Louis Story. Tinkler gets it to Evans. Back to Tinkler. Francis, crossfield ball to Evans. To Tom Allen. Tom Allen gets it under control.
Good.
Plays it inside to Francis. Can he pick out Ollie? He can. There's Booty. Pulls it back across. Dejan Brown pokes it over the bar. Oh. Just not a clean connection.
Yeah, good chance. Sorry, just
so I was getting a drink of water there. Dejan Brown is just having to stretch there. He has been I think he complained of cramp later on, didn't he, in the later stages of the game? Just stretched there. Marcus Denanga's helping him. Still stretching. He's up onto his feet now. Dejan Brown.
Gateshead got one more sub, bro.
Believe they have. Could we see the introduction of Conor McBride?
Probably, wouldn't it?
Goal kick taken as Beck drops deep to get involved and heads the ball, but only goes back to Montgomery. Tinkler, back to Monty. Pings the ball up there looking for Tom Allen. Headed forward. Francis brings the ball down but couldn't find a teammate. And now Mark Beck holds the ball up. He's got a man on the far side. He's trying to hold it up. Does very well.
Done very well there. Really good.
As Therese Shade just marshals the ball to a teammate. And now we'll try and get the ball moving forward as Maycock gets it to Gateshead win the ball back, and there we go as Maycock goes down in a lump there. There's Ollie can give it. He's took the ball forward there. That's what we want to see. The ball driving its way forward. Goes over to Francis. Francis gets it to Evans. Evans has got Tinkler on the overlap. He's in the right back's position at the moment. Back to Francis. Chipped the ball over the top for Ollie. Ollie's brought it down, pulls it across, and Whitmore was there. Ollie slipped, and now we need to. Ollie's still down on the ground there. Players are dropping like flies with cramp. It's been a long, hot afternoon here at Wembley. He's back up on his feet, and Louis Story can get the ball moving again. He gets it back from Francis. Grayson. Still brings the ball forward, Grayson. Plays it inside to Booty. Booty turned, gets it across there now.
He's had his best game in the Gateshead shirt today.
He has. Evans has the ball. Can he drive forward with it? Holds it up. Marcus Denanga finds himself on the right-hand side of the box. Booty chips the ball a bit towards Tom Allen, pulls it back across. Dejan Brown! It's level! Tom Allen put it back across, and there was Dejan Brown to pull the heat level. It's not over till it's over, Mark.
Brilliantly worked goal. What a ball from, it was a Regan Booty again, I think, wasn't it? The far post. Unbelievable ball to Tom Allen. Tom Allen's done so well to get it back across. It's such a well-worked goal.
Well, the youngster on loan from Derby County just gets better and better. What a prospect Derby have on their hands. But at the moment, he's in a Gateshead strip. And we thank the Lord for that. Well, a referee telling Gateshead to get back into position, and we're going to get back underway. It's level, it's 2-2, and we have 10 minutes remaining of extra time. Ball headed up, can Francis get there? Deflected. Denanga gets it to Francis, gets it on the attack again, gets it for, just goes behind Brown. And Gateshead got the bit between the teeth at the moment as Therese Shade slipped handball again, and it's a free kick to Gateshead. It's Therese Shade, yeah.
Well, it's such a well-worked goal. This is what great players do, you know. When you're under pressure, when you're up against it, you produce moments like that. And it's so well played. The ball from Regan Booty is brilliant. I can't say how well Tom Allen did to pull that back as well. It's like a kung fu kick almost. And Brown, right place, right time.
Unbelievable. But Gateshead now camped out inside the Solihull half. All you can hear is the Heat Armies chanting to our left. Ollie gives the ball back to Robbie Tinkler. Story has the ball now. Plays it into Dejan Brown. Lays it back to Francis. But nearly got back through to Dejan Brown. Gateshead have got their swagger back. And, well,
I don't think he touched him there.
No, Benton slipped. Just have been a foul by Regan Booty.
What's soft, by the way.
We're back underway. Ball played inside to Gus Mafuta. Gets the ball back from Ladaby. Ladaby has the ball. Plays it back to Clark. Across to Whitmore. Therese Shade's in space here on this left-hand side. But the ball hasn't come across. It's all on the right-hand side of the pitch. Back to the Solihull goalkeeper. Clark plays it inside. Ball played forward. Greatly read by Ed Francis, but he does foul in the process. And we have 8 minutes remaining. Well, they're on the attack. Solihull out to Shade, but they're going to have to go backwards with this ball. And Dejan Brown nearly intercepts and disrupts there. Chested down by Beck, but it goes all the way through to Montgomery. We've got 7 minutes remaining here in the second half of extra time. 2-2 is the score. Gateshead's got themselves back into it. Story carries the ball forward a few yards, looking for a runner, looking for a man in space. Gives it to Grayson. Grayson gets it through to Booty, who is in space. Inside to Francis. This is better from Gateshead. Threaded through now. Denanga cuts in and he's just been marked, but can he pull it back across? Still going, Marcus. He has the ball. Can he get it back across? Nearly towards Dejan Brown. And Therese Shade manages to get it to Benton, and it's going to be hooked clear by Solihull Moors. And Gateshead might just be able to keep this in. Beck's coming to battle for it, but he lets it, goes out for a throw as the Solihull manager is absolutely blowing his top. But at the moment, Gateshead's still in possession. Evans is in space on the far side. He's used by Francis. Can Evans conjure it up? He drives forward with the ball, cuts inside, gives it back to Francis. Francis has the option. And he's went down. The free kick in a dangerous position.
This is dangerous, Ed.
Well. Is there a sting in the tail here?
Is that a foul?
Well, it's a free kick nonetheless, Mark, and it's on the edge of the box. It's on the right-hand side.
You've got two options here. You've got Booty or Francis. Tom Allen there as well.
Yeah.
Great noise from the Heat Army.
It really is.
It's going to be Ed Francis, I think.
Francis lines up to take it. Free kick. 5 minutes to go in extra time. Francis now. Oh, it was a little dummy from Tom Allen. Francis goes for a shot. Oh, just
Jesus.
goes past the post. It looked like it was going to nestle in the back of the net. Oh, my word. Well, it's a goal kick to Solihull Moors. We have 4 minutes remaining.
Still 2-2. Oh, God, it's gone just wide as well. Just saw the angle from TNT Sports there. Just creep wide.
In no rush is Nick Hayes. Now he takes the goal kick. Little wonder he aimed for Mark Beck, who wins the header. Shade back to Benton and all the way back to Clark. Through the middle, Gateshead intercept it. Gateshead put it over the top. Denanga's in a foot race with Whitmore. Whitmore just gets there and it goes out for a throw into Gateshead. Denanga throws the ball for Tom Allen. It's been taken quickly. Can he get the ball in the box? Regan Booty can, and it's been pumped behind for a corner. And Gateshead are trying to turn the screw. Oh.
Said it before, said it again. It's got to be a perfect delivery. Has to be.
But Greg Ollie trots over to collect the ball. The captain in front of the Heat Army puts the ball down. In comes the delivery. It's into the centre. Oh, it's been put behind for another corner. It was a good delivery, that one. Nice pace, nice height.
Great ball in.
Taken short. Ollie puts it into where the mixer is. It's been headed behind for another corner, has it? Goal kick. Well, Marcus Denanga judged to have got the final touch. There is appeals here for something. There was a push on Marcus Denanga from behind.
Would have been as soft as a penalty that's already been given.
Oh, well, there we go. Well, the standard has been set, Mark. We've got 2 minutes left here. An FA Trophy final that has delivered. It's had it all. Is there more to come? Hayes with the goal kick. Looking for Beck. Beck wins the header. Gateshead win the ball. As Tinkler plays it back to Montgomery. Montgomery goes long with this one, looking for Dejon Brown. He wins the header. And Denanga tried to get on his toes there, and Clark did well to get it back to Hayes. And Hayes cleared the ball, and it's on the far side there. Warburton. And now Gus Mafuta gets the ball moving to Clark. As Denanga nearly snuck in there to get the ball. 1 minute remain here as Francis gets the ball. Gus Mafuta just gets in front of Dejon Brown, and he's going to play the ball out to the far side. And now Solihull Moors try to drive forward here on the edge of the area. Get back though in numbers. It's out to the right, left-hand side of the box. Crossed in, it's too deep. There's nobody there. And Gateshead can clear this ball up the pitch, but Denanga isn't going to get there. This one is going to get to Tom Allen. Beautiful ball, and it goes out for a throw. And Solihull Moors, they're urging their team to get one more attack in here in front of their end.
It's going to be a long throw, isn't it?
Yeah. Therese Shade, Solihull's number 10, is going to take a long throw here. He's trying.
1 minute added on.
1 minute added on. We're into that now. Well, he's going to be aiming for Beck. We know that. Although it's went inside. Story heads it clear. And Gateshead need to rush out and push out. Clark.
Stop that ball, come back in.
Ball comes over towards Therese Shade. He brings it down. Plays it inside. Needs to turn. He's going to get a shot off. Oh, comes off Mark Beck. Mark Beck couldn't control it.
What a tackle. Ed Francis.
Tackle. And we've got 30 seconds remaining.
Plate.
We've got 30 seconds remaining.
2v2.
Magni is screaming to distribute the ball. Gateshead, they've got 15 seconds to get one last chance. Up it goes from Montgomery. Up to Dejon Brown. Dejon Brown didn't win the header, comes down, no, and Gateshead have it. Nice, Oliver Flick, and now we are into, that is the added on time, and there it is. We go to penalties at Wembley. It's penalties. The nerves are high. Wow. It is drama, and it's going to be the drama of penalties here at Wembley Stadium. Wow. Regardless of what happens here, Gateshead can hold their heads high at a magnificent season. They might have been denied the playoffs because of things out of their control, but they've had their time here at Wembley today to show what they can do. But will there be the fairy tale ending? We'll find out soon. Gateshead's regular penalty taker has been substituted as well. Now there's mass migration.
That feels like ages ago, by the way.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? There's mass migration from both sets here of fans. They're all making their way behind the goals. They want to disrupt and be involved. Which way will the penalty shootout happen? We'll find out. There will be a coin toss. Gateshead in a group huddle here. Solihull, this is familiar territory to them last week. Wow. What an afternoon of football we've been had here. Both teams are going through who's taking the penalties.
I'd imagine Booty, Ollie, Brown, Denanga.
Yeah.
Could it be someone like Tinkler?
Quite possibly.
Tom Allen?
Yeah. Louis Story?
That's history.
Well, just like to take this moment in time to thank everyone that has joined us here and the season. And of course to one of my best mates, Mark, here. It's been an absolute pleasure, mate.
And, really has.
Oh,
Alan Guest saying he's glad he's on our step. Can you send some this way, pal?
Yeah. Well, I mentioned earlier on in the broadcast that English Cup competitions bring out the drama. Today is no different. And we go to the penalty spot to decide this game. The coin toss is happening as we speak.
Gateshead end.
No, he's just saying where it's going to be. And the coin toss goes up, and it is going to be the Gateshead end. So Gateshead will be taking penalties towards their fans. Right. Gateshead media manager Jack McGracken sprinting around to be taking the videos and photos on that far side. Oh. Well, the referee's walking over with the goalkeepers towards the gated end.
So he'll look first.
Yeah. Well, we've even got some we've got some Wakering fans going over there. Watering fans, isn't it? Oh, sorry, I got the night. Wakering fans going over to join in the behind the goal antics. As James Montgomery and Nick Hayes are the two men that will face the penalties. Who would be a goalkeeper in these situations?
Matty Warburton up first, I think.
Yeah. Gateshead fans still making their way around to be behind the goal to try and put off the opposing players. Montgomery's on his line. Warburton takes a few steps back. Montgomery poised, comes forward, buries it into the back of the net.
Great penalty that, by the way.
Regan Booty is the first man to take Gateshead's penalty as he strides forward. Regan Booty places the ball down. Strides back. Booty punches forward. Oh, it's been saved! It's been saved. Advantage Solihull Moors. Ed Francis, the next man. Oh no, he's going to captain. He's going to console his teammate there. Vice captain, of course. Ladderby is the one that goes forward for this one. Solihull Moors' second penalty. They scored the first, and they scored the second. Ladderby up against Montgomery. It's a slow forward, puts it over the bar!
Well, it's a little for Gateshead, but one they have to take
Marcus
advantage
Denanga, the Bear, Gateshead's top goal scorer this season, gets his chance from the penalty spot. Denanga's ready to take it. Here trying to make himself big. Denanga hits it, scores!
Good penalty. Really great penalty from the Bear.
The Bear is growling.
Joe Newton next up. I think he's had a great game, by the way, Joe Newton.
Yeah, he's it's Clark, isn't it? Jimmy Clark.
Looks like a 3 number.
Number 2.
Is it a 2, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was a 3.
Well, Jimmy Clark steps forward. We're level on penalties. It's 1 goal each after 2 rounds of penalties. We're into the third round now. Clark comes forward. Saved! Montgomery! Ed Francis goes forward doing a Maradona. Keep you up on the way to the penalty spot. Gateshead's vice captain. He's overcome a lot this season. A fractured skull being the main one, and come back and played better than ever. But now he has one job from the penalty spot. Takes a little run up. In it goes. Oh, it's been saved.
Great save.
Great save. Well, Solihull Moors fans enjoyed that one. Was a good save. I think it was a leg, wasn't it? After 3 rounds of penalties, it is still 1-1.
Beck hits it anything like he did in normal time, Monty will do well to save it.
Well, Mark Beck as penalty.
Great penalty.
Buried into the back of the net. The captain, Greg Ollie, strides forward to take Gateshead's 4th penalty. Mark Beck trying to put off the Gateshead captain there with some constructive words. Ollie, the Gateshead captain, places the ball down, takes a few steps back. So many moments as he carried Gateshead, and he does this time as well. He scores.
Now it's Newton.
Yeah, now Newton is coming forward. He has to score this one to keep them in it. So he strides forward here, casually, just lobbing the ball forward as he goes towards the penalty spot. Places the ball down. Montgomery bounces on the line. Newton steps forward. He did get a hand to it, but it ricocheted into the top of the net.
Louis Story.
And now Louis Story comes forward. And now it's sudden death. It has to be scored, this one, to keep it alive. Story places it down. Strides forward. Buries it! It's sudden death. Former Gateshead midfielder Gus Mafuta strides forward to take the 6th penalty.
Former teammate at Monty.
I think he might have been, yes. Well, Gus Mafuta. Reaches the penalty spot and places the ball down.
You imagine he'll just go for power here.
It's a very central run up here from Gus Mafuta. He steps to the side, hits it. Oh, he buries it into the bottom corner.
Penalty. Kieran Evans.
He's got the ball in his hand now. Takes a few steps back himself. Kieran Evans. Takes his time. Now strides forward, hits it, buries it!
Good penalty, great penalty.
The young Welshman, calm under pressure.
Someone is.
Yeah, Ladderby is coming forward now.
Did he take one?
No.
He put it over the ball.
Is it Ladderby?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already took one. Surely this is a...
Could be wrong.
Yeah, we must be wrong.
Never mind.
Yeah, well. Ladderby now steps forward, hits it.
Oh!
Over the bar! Over the bar!
Who is it? Tom
Gets
Allen.
it now!
Tom Allen.
Tom Allen! It's sudden death. If Gateshead score this, they're trophy winners. Tom Allen bounces the ball, places it down. He is trying to make himself look big. Allen strides forward, saves it.
Oh, how's the nerves?
Oh,
Whitmore.
strides forward to take this one.
How many chances?
Oh. Strays forward, Whitmore. Hits the woodwork! Hits the woodwork!
It's Dejon Brown.
Dejon Brown is already pulled Gateshead back. Can he win it? Can he win it for the Heat? He's been instrumental in the second half of Gateshead's season. 18 years old with such responsibility on his shoulders as he picks the ball up. Dejon Brown. Can he hit it? Takes a step forward, hits it. We got it! Gets it with the FA Trophy 2024! Absolute scenes!
Can't believe they've done it. I can't believe it. What a club. What a club after everything they've been through. After everything they've been through this season of the last 5 years, Gateshead Football Club, everyone at home, everyone in the North East, Gateshead Council, look what this team, what this club has done for your area and your town. Time to back them now. Unbelievable. What a penalty. What a story for Dejon Brown. Gateshead Football Club are FA Trophy winners for the first time in their history. This remarkable trajectory continues. What a moment. What scenes in the way end. Absolutely phenomenal.
To quote a wrestler, Cody Rhodes, Gateshead have went from undesirable to undeniable today. They have won their first bit of silverware here at Wembley Stadium.
Incredible scenes. Dejon Brown, 18-year-old, just strolling up as if it's a game in a park and stroking the ball home. Tell you what, the North East, you've got another winner here at Wembley. It's Dejon Brown and Gateshead. Rob Elliott, the interim manager, what a job he's done with Carl Magdalene and Louis Story. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Gateshead showing Tyneside how it's done. That's the first trophy back there for many a year. And Gateshead, they've had obstacles, they've had hurdles, they've got over them all. And they are FA Trophy winners 2024. It was pure drama. And James Montgomery gets cuddles of all his teammates. Oh. Sorry, I'm quiet. I'm just taking it in. The screen says in big letters, Gateshead FC FA Trophy winners 2024. This is a special team. They're very talented players. But on top of that, they're all lovely lads. And I know a lot of people will say that, but this is an extraordinary group of players that have come to play for Gateshead. They're not getting the big money, but now they're getting the plaudits as Greg Ollie goes over to shake hands with the manager of Solihull Moors. They go over to thank their fans. It's 2 weeks of penalty heartache at Wembley Stadium, and we can only imagine what they're going through. It must be horrible. But Gateshead, we were on the losing side last year, but this year, winners. Oh. Well, there's lots of hugs and celebrations, but Gateshead have still got to go up those famous stairs into the royal box and pick up that silverware here at the home of football. Never in the years of following this club did I ever imagine it would happen to Gateshead. We've watched Champions League finals here on the telly, FA Cup finals. Simon O'Rourke's just come over and gives a pat on the back. Oh. And it's Gateshead. It's only Gateshead. Oh. I'm not going to lie, I think y'all know I'm crying. Tears of pure joy and pride. Gateshead's not a fashionable team to follow for many years. To the middle of nowhere and back. Playing teams and towns you've never heard of. And it's all culminated in Gateshead winning the trophy here at Wembley Stadium. Unbelievable. And Greg Ollie, the history maker, is going to go up there and pick up that famous trophy, the silverware. It's really, really good. Oh, congratulations to everybody involved with the club behind the scenes. It's a real hard effort. Wages have to be found sometimes. Kits have to be washed. And it's a family club and everyone puts the heart and soul into it. And today, that has paid off no end. Oh, well, I'm going to get off here and end the broadcast. This has been an amazing time. I'd like to say a big thank you to Mark and all of you that have listened in. Enjoy it. Get drunk on what has happened here today. Drink it in. Savour it. But Gateshead, they've went from undesirable to undeniable here today. And they're going to have the champagne corks popping all night. And Mark, are we going to have a couple of beers later?
Bloody loads.
Right. On that note, thank you everyone for joining us. An absolute privilege and a joy. And Gateshead FC, your FA Trophy winners 2024.